And we are live once again. Ladies and gentlemen, let me make sure this music's working. Let's not talk yet. Let's not talk yet. We need to ensure the non-scuff start. I'm hearing the music. So far, so good. So far, so good.
I'm switching the Meltron.
I think we're stable, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go.
Yeah, I'm doing the game today.
I'm a shaman today.
Oh my god, there had to be something scuffed.
There's always one thing.
There's always something. Alright, we're not gonna do the...
Meldoron's a paladin.
How'd you guys just switch?
Oh, dude, change that right now.
Feels good, man. Feels good, man. I'll just change the names around. You can keep the class icon for today. Alright. Alright, we'll do the greetings, and while you do the greetings, I'll switch it around. Alright, so greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the internet, citizens of Azeroth, the world over. Much love to my elves, my taurens, not my gnomes, not gnomes, dwarves, humans, orcs, especially orcs, dude. Loktar guard all my orcs out there. What am I missing? Undead, the skellies, everyone but gnomes. Welcome, guys. If you're a gnome, doors that way. Welcome, guys.
And
greetings. Death Camp, Meldoron, Dunedain, Cargo's in the house. We back. Good morning,
I would
Azeroth
like to say
18.
hi to my gnomes who joined the guild. Welcome, gnomes. Welcome.
You love the gnomes?
Yeah. We had a few gnomes who joined the guild this week, and a few of them are rogues actually. So.
By the way, before we begin, this stream is brought to you by the Rocky Mountain taste of America's premium lager, Coors Light.
Oh my god!
And of course, I get so much hate for drinking Coors Light, dude. I get so much hate. People in the chat, stop drinking shitty beer.
It's just not good, dude.
It's light on calories, though, man, dude.
It's also light on
taste. Guinness has less calories than Coors Light.
Okay, not Coors Light, but it has less calories than like Stella's. Yeah, like Guinness. The stouts actually have like the lowest calories compared to the lagers. I can't believe it. Harrison Reed with the $2. We back for more classic news. You're absolutely right, Harrison Reed. Yeah. Thank you, buddy. Listen to the orc music in the background. I'm getting hype. I'm getting so hype. Death Camp, do your thing, man. Do your thing. Hit him, Death Camp. Go. Do it, Death Camp. Let's go.
Warning. Here we go, boys. Good morning, Azeroth.
There we go, man.
How you doing?
We're doing good. I love when it cuts out. I love when it cuts out at the top. How the hell are you guys, yo? Okay, let me switch your nameplates as you guys answer that update. Let me switch it around.
I kind of like it.
Do ya?
I'll be doing better as soon as you get that freaking paladin icon.
I kind of like Meldoron as paladin. It's kind of funny.
Bring back the PBR, my
He's always wanted to be one secretly.
Jake Stone with the 420. Bring back the PBR. I'll get a couple PBRs for on you, Jake. Thank you very much, man.
So how was your week, guys? How was your week?
Okay. I've been sick for like a couple days. My allergies have been absolutely insane. But other than the allergies being freaking horrible, not too bad.
Yeah, the allergies have been nuts for me too. Yeah. Hold up.
It's been a good week for me. I found out I got a job I wanted, so I'm really happy about that.
Yo, congratulations!
Nice.
Can we get some pod champs or some YouTube emotes for Dunedain the Paladin for getting the Paladin for getting the
Dr. Dunedain? Look at this.
God, dude.
God damn it, dude.
He's a guy. He got a new job as a paladin. So he's a paladin,
yeah.
Giving out blessings for $5.99 a piece.
There we go. Stream's getting unscuffed. There we go. All right.
classicwow.live is doing well. If you guys haven't been on there, get on the forums, upload your content. That's been doing really well. Got a lot of good feedback from it.
Yep. Hold on. We almost done. I'm almost back. Almost back in my right mind state. There we go. All right, you got the shaman tag. Yeah. So we launched classicwow.live this week, guys. Was it this week or was it last week? I'm losing track. It's all a big blur to me.
Last week.
Last Thursday.
Oh, okay. Well, we launched this website, classicwow.live. We've been working on it. It's our baby. We've been working on it for 6-7 months now. Met all these fine gentlemen through this project. Community resource, community platform, by the community, for the community. Lots of good content up there right now. Go check it out, guys. classicwow.live. You can upload there's guides there. You can hit the forums. We got some tools on there. But it was good, man. It was a good, successful launch. I'm really happy with it, man.
Yeah.
Really
I'm ready for I can't wait to see what's coming next soon. So I'm just really excited, baby. Yeah.
No Lupos though.
No Lupos.
No
Well,
Lupos? No Lupos
Since-
either.
Lupos.
Rip Lip Lupos.
Since last
Lupos.
GMA, we had a blue post, but we had it the day after last GMA, so
Yes, that's true.
we will
So-
talk a little bit about it.
Yeah, of course.
That's true.
So Cargos, how's your week been, my friend?
Allergies like you, man. Lots of Zyrtec, lots of Benadryl, lots of NyQuil. One of these days, one of the days that was real bad, I was out working on a fence. Sometimes, you know, when you're out there, you're working on something in the yard, and you kind of like lose track of time, and I didn't realize I was out there for like a very long time working on this fence, like, and then I came back inside and I was like, what have I done, dude? I was starting, those allergies were catching up to me, so I just started popping Benadryl, started popping Zyrtec, Aleve, or whatever it's called, Allegra, just like it was Skittles,
Allegra,
man.
yeah.
And I woke up the next day.
You're not supposed to do that,
Dude, I woke up the next day out of my damn mind, Def Camp. I was gonna drive my girl to the train station like I usually do. I'm sitting there at the wheel and I'm like, dude, if a cop pulls me over right now, dude, I'm gonna get a DUI or something, bro. I felt like I was out my damn mind. I was like a zombie at the wheel. But haven't made that mistake again. But
Yeah, that's good.
okay, we got a 500 bitty donation from I Do Game, my man. Thank you for the 500 biddies for your continued support of the show, the channel, all that stuff,
Hell yeah.
guys. So you finally chose Warlock over Hunter? Yes, and I couldn't be more excited, guys. It's a whole new class for me to sink my teeth into. We'll get more into that later, though.
I gotta say, those duels have been fun, Cargos, that we were doing last night.
They were.
You know,
Def Camp
they
can
were
PvP, though. Def Camp can PvP, though.
I mean, come on, I play a Shadow Priest, though. You know, I'll admit, a Shadow Priest is a very easy class to PvP.
I'm loving it, though.
Fun, right?
Soul Link Lock,
I'm
dude.
loving
It just
Oh,
looks
dude.
cool. It feels good being a Soul Link Warlock, man.
Yeah,
Like,
it feels good being a Shadow Priest too. Is like I just know that me and you together would destroy people, dude. Oh
would.
my god, it would be sick.
we just got to get our title
Absolutely
charms, our rocket helms, you know, get the.
rocket helms and all that. Yeah.
I'm a big
gold-
user of engineering items and consumables, guys. People call me cheesy, whatever, man.
and world buffs.
Okay, no, you guys started the whole world buff thing. I didn't get
I
world
just
buffs.
dispel them all off you though. I just dispel them
Ale
all
and
off.
freaking Navik show up with all like freaking 2 rows of buffs. I was like, GG, dude.
How does it feel when you get them darkness procs dispelled off you though, huh?
Oh god, dude, you and the dispels. Oh my god, I was putting up like lesser invis, like underwater breathing, anything I could put up.
I know. I like went one time just dispelling it.
Exactly. Oh, I started to mana drain you though. Mana drain is the key for Shadow Priest.
that's the key. That is the key.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Oh man, dude, something happened. Something's happening on Twitch. Lots of gray blocks. Edgenar is gifting 5 tier 1 subscriptions to Cargo's Gaming community. 3,000 V1781, Fozen, OZSA87, Ox Snowflake, Chi1112. All of you guys, welcome to the channel.
Oh,
Thank you very much. A
God.
very kind gift to you, my man. Give subs
That's
pod.
awesome.
Thank you very
Hell
much.
yeah, we get to hear the eagle screech a couple times.
You said Edgenar, right?
Edgenar.
Edge-
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Edge-
yeah, it's one of my guildies.
Oh,
nice.
shit. Okay, Dunedain's guild in the house. What's your guild? What's your guild gonna be called, Dunedain? You come up.
The Fellowship. It's the Fellowship like Lord of the Rings and
Very
Dunedain,
nice.
guild leader.
Very nice.
No.
You guys are so alive. It's not even funny.
I know. You guys.
So we had
Legolas is in your guild as well.
the what? No, but
Legolas?
we had a Gandalf.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah. Now he name
Nice.
changed because
Yeah.
he doesn't want to play a mage. But
Oh, gotcha.
but yeah, we have a few. Italy we had, but he changed as well. So yeah, we need some. We have Harry Potter though.
Harry Potter? What is that?
Yeah.
Is he a
name?
druid? Is he a flag carrier druid?
No.
Oh, okay. All the boys in the house: John Doherty, Leonard Gesh, Pygrim. What's going on, everybody?
Yeah, everybody's
Throw it
chilling,
in.
man.
We got the
Good to
fam
see.
up in here, man.
Yep. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, man. It's that time again. My favorite time of the week. Good morning, Azeroth time.
Yes.
Um,
oh yeah, baby.
All right. So let's get into. We usually, you know, the little memes. We're gonna do some memes, guys. Light and polite. Get to know each other a little bit. Break the ice a little bit. We're gonna go and talk about some classic WoW memes for a second. Classic WoW meme competition number 5. So Mamrick, the blessed mod of the memes in the Cargos Gaming Discord, has so kind to facilitate for us every
Yeah,
week.
it is.
So Mr. Mamrick's meme off. Let us commence. Winner's getting a cool shirt. Let's go. Number 1. Entering STV to quest. Gentlemen, prepare to defend yourselves. I like it. I appreciate this meme. The, you know, cocking the pistol. You know, the rugged soldier there. You know, like the LT or the platoon leader right there, cocking the pistol.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate the World War II memes or the Vietnam. This looks like kind of Vietnam era right here.
I can't wait for some STV.
Number 2. What does this say? For Gnome Regon? I like that, dude.
That one is so good.
I like.
So good.
I like this, dude. What is that from? Is that Willy Wonka?
It's Wizard of Oz for Christ's
Oh
sake.
yeah, that's right. That's right. Willy Wonka is the. Which one has the Oompa Loompa again? Is that Willy Wonka's?
That's Willy.
Yeah,
no, the
that's
Oompa
Willy
Loompas is Willy Wonka.
Okay. So what are these people
The
called?
lollipop
These are
guild.
it's a lollipop.
The
guild,
lollipop. Okay. Okay, I got you.
Oh my
Holy
god! Yeah,
First
moly.
movie that was ever in color. Do you know
Number
that?
1 Kappa.
yeah.
Was it really?
It's also the
Yeah.
Yep. It's also the first movie to
Hold up. We got like a donation, but it didn't come through for some reason. You hear that?
Nope.
Because all you can see is Dunade's cat in the background with his girlfriend playing with the cat.
I see it in the background.
Oh,
Someone
I didn't notice.
donated. I don't know why it didn't pop
No, it's so
up.
cute,
Rip,
it's so
dude.
cute.
What's the cat's name again?
Edgenar
It's
gifted
Shun.
another tier 1 sub to Ruta, giving 6 subs, dude. Thank you, Edgenar. But there was a donation too. Did you guys see the donation? I didn't see it, man. I think it's
I did
No.
not see it. Was it
Rip.
check your
Streamlabs or something?
Streamlabs? Yeah.
Let me see. Keep talking.
Guys, Cargos is a professional streamer, so
Yes.
you know. Good day, gentlemen. Good to see you, Exa. How you doing, man? Exa, by the way, I loved the so guys, you know, people have been putting stuff up on classicwow.live. You know, Exa put up his guide for tier 1 phase 1 Shadow Priest Bis list. So if you guys are looking for like Bis lists for tier 1, if you guys are looking for some really cool videos and all that, make sure to go check out classicwow.live again. And you guys can put your own stuff on there as well. So yeah.
Hell yeah,
Does
dude.
your cat know Resto is more viable?
Excellent, man. It's so good.
Dude, M4V Rick, subscribe to Twitch Prime. Welcome. Welcome to the channel, my man. Welcome.
There you go.
Welcome. Dude, I can't find this dono for the life of me. $10 donation. I think this is it. Dude, I think this is it. Professional streamer, by the way. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's going to be an earning call today.
Yeah,
For the,
yeah.
No.
Is
I'm
there?
expecting to hear more of the same though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's.
it's usually
A
You
Blizzard
guys
one?
push the mobile market.
Yeah.
And Candy Crush.
Lots
Oh, there
of
you go.
love
Holty
to
just
you
did
all.
a donation.
I thoroughly enjoy all of your content. Stay light.
Lots of love
for
to you
the
all.
horde.
Oh wait, I think it's reading right now.
Holtzy with the $5, man. Lots of love to you all. I thoroughly enjoy all of your content. Stay light for the horde. That's what's up, Holtzy, dude. Good to hear from you, man. Thank you for the $5, guy. Thank you for the $5, my man. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
All right, I think I missed one dono. Someone donated $10. Please message me on Discord, man. Thank you very much for that. Whoever gave the
Thank
10.
you for the donation.
I gotta figure that out.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, for Gnomergon, I like this one. Little lollipop. I mean, this is what the gnomes look like, right? Look at them, dude.
Yeah, basically. I mean, they
Yeah.
look like that, like exactly almost.
Are gnomes something that's in like Tolkien lore and stuff? Is that something that's in?
Halflings.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like hobbits, right?
Yeah.
That's true. Maybe
But
they're
they're not
thinking. Maybe
gnomes,
they're thinking
yeah.
about hobbits when they made them, actually.
Yeah, they did. It's obvious that they're trying to be like a hobbit, but they didn't want to call it hobbit because hobbits were, you know, Tolkienian really only.
Yeah.
So
Okay, next one. Why would a fly land on something like this? Rats should be ashamed for falling in this trap. Bears, this is ridiculous. New retail WoW update. This must be fun. We've all been there, man. I mean, even though I shit on retail, at the end of the day, I bought every expansion. You know what I mean? Like I tried
Yeah,
out every
same.
expansion. I
can
played a
at least
little
say
bit.
I never bought BFA.
Yeah,
No,
never
I
bought
never
that?
bought.
Damn, dude.
Never
I wasn't going to, but
I bought it with gold. I bought it with gold.
'Cause
I'll admit, I bought it, but it wasn't with money. It was gold. You know.
I always give the WoW expansions a shot, man. I always try, like even if it's just
Yeah,
for
I-
PvP or just to like continue talking with some of my friends on there. But
you can only hope, right?
yeah, that's true. Okay, next one. Dwayne Johnson right here. So what class are you rolling for Classic? Don't know. Haven't thought about it. Not sure I'm gonna play Classic at all. And he's like, what? That's a good one. That's a good one. Tried and true meme formula.
That's funny. That's funny.
Okay,
The Rock.
next one. Get ready for World of Warcraft Classic. Already, where did all the
Get
mobs go? They
ready.
aggroed. I'm swimming to you guys. Why am I in combat? Where did my pet go? I got you. Yeah, so like all the little new, the mistakes that are going to be made.
Yeah,
There's going to be a lot of
yeah.
noobing in Classic WoW, right?
Oh
There's
my
going to be
god,
a lot
dude.
of noobs.
How many noob hunters are gonna leave their pet out and they're gonna pull like the whole instance?
Oh yeah, I've
And
been there
then- oh
myself,
my
my
God.
man.
Oh, It's gonna happen so much.
It feels bad, man. It feels bad.
Miss your pet.
Dude, I'm excited for the pet like scripting to be correct though, and to not be like wonky. Some of these private servers, the pets act in like very strange ways, like they don't work properly all the time. But
you gotta treat them right though, Cargos. You know.
Gotta treat them right. Okay. When you keep creating new characters instead of leveling a main to 60 first. Boom, level 30. Level 60, buddy, waiting for you. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, it's just I know people like that.
Yeah, and you know what though, if that's what you have fun doing, man, some people just love leveling, you know, a lot. So.
Oh, my guildies are donating a lot.
Is that your guilty, Cloudward? Donated
yeah,
$10 for the Alliance. All right, man, we'll give you a pass. We'll give you diplomatic immunity, Cloudward, for the Alliance.
For the Alliance.
We'll let it slide this time, man. Thank you for the $10,
You
my
gotta
man.
pay your way through.
Yeah.
Unhopping.
You gotta pay your way to survive on our server. If it's red, it's dead, baby. Zero Johnny 50 subscribed to tier 1. Welcome to the channel, my man. Welcome, dude. Thank you. Thank you for this tier 1 subscription. Man. Okay.
Oh, by the way, the donation you missed, it was Papa Moon.
Oh, Papa Moon,
Papa
dude.
Moon.
Yeah.
Oh, Papa Moon, dude. Always donating, dude. Papa Moon. Thank you very much, man. I see him on Discord here.
For the flexing, and he wanted me to do some Fortnite dances the other day. I was like, I don't know any.
Papa Moon, he was the one who got us to flex last time, dude.
Yeah. Did you see the picture of me flexing?
That's funny, dude.
It was pretty funny. That's
funny.
Yeah.
You guys have that person though in your life who never can ding 60 and they always have alts. It wasn't me. I was able to ding 60, but some of my friends, man, when we were playing original classic, man, they would just keep re-rolling. Alt syndrome. What do they call it? Alcoholism. Alcoholics.
I'm actually that once I have a level 60. So my first level 60 is pretty smooth, and then after that I can never get level 60 again.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Discord just crashed.
Yeah.
The faces are a little weird.
Oh, he's coming back. It'll be
We're
alright.
back.
Yeah, he's coming back. Yeah.
Yeah, my Discord
Is it
crashed.
smart to level a mage, hunter, or druid to fund a warrior alt? Yeah, absolutely. That's a smart play. Warriors, they don't have the hardest time though. The more and more I'm learning about this game, man. Especially if you duo level, like you'll have a pretty smooth trip up, man. If you're a warrior, but yeah, if you're solo leveling, if you know that's your fate, by all means, level a class that's gonna have a higher income first. Especially if you know you have that within you to do the journey multiple times. Absolutely, man. Level a mage. That's what I would say.
Yes.
Not even a hunter, man. Just level a mage. Mages are just the nuts in Classic WoW. There's so much.
They're good at everything. They're
Everything.
literally good at PvP, PvE, leveling. I mean, if you want to play a class that is like good at literally everything, and they offer not only DPS,
But lots of
DPS,
utility
but
there.
utility with not only your CC, but you also have dispelling. You know what I mean? A lot of times in raid, you're gonna be saying, okay, we need you to to decurse, and it's really important to be that mage decursing, doing all this stuff. It's really fun. Very fun class.
I feel like they're the
love
flashiest playmakers in Classic. A lot of people say warriors are that. Warriors do put out insane damage and stuff. But as far as like looking really flashy and like blinking around, noving people down, slowing people, making big plays, like super high speed finesse play, I feel like Mage sticks out the most to me, even more so than Rogue or Warrior or something like that. I don't know.
We actually still need someone new who's called Gandalf, so if you want to roll a mage on Alliance, go for Gandalf, man.
Go for Gandalf? Oh my god, I see this picture.
Sure, and that's the one Papa Moon sent me. Yeah, you can show it if you want. Pretty fun.
Oh god, the beast. All right, let's keep going. We got a lot of meme submissions this week, guys. So thank you for for participating. If you guys want to participate in this meme competition, we do it every week. Just light and polite. Just go to Discord. So my Discord, we have a dank memes channel, and we present the dankest and freshest of memes. All right, let's do this.
I just love this picture of you so much.
Drinks Coors Light and plays Hunter. Drinks the blood of Manaroth and rolls Warlock. Dude, who the fuck photoshopped this, dude? They did a good job, though. They made me look like Shrek, man.
Oh, it looks so funny.
That's funny as fuck, man.
So good.
The Coors Light hate is real. Taste of the Rocky Mountains, man. Taste of the Rocky Mountains. That's funny, though. I'm excited to play Warlock. I have to say, I'm very excited. Who made this, dude? Let me see who made this.
You're good. You play good at Warlock, man. I will say you play Warlock pretty well.
Thank you, man. I'm trying. I'm new to it. But I'm very excited, man. Like, seeing how Warlock always was perceived to me as a hunter, like, I always think they were so strong, man. Like, and now that I'm actually playing one, it just feels so good. It feels right.
Very strong. Especially with gear. When you have gear as a Warlock, poo!
Absolutely. You get insane amounts of health, too, man. Like,
oh my god, yeah. I was like, why am I had to like dot you up like 7 times to kill you? It's like, what are you? How are you not dying?
they can go there. This is a funny one, dude. All right, next one up. Shit tier, meh tier, mid tier, high tier, great tier, elder god tier. I don't understand this. What is this? Villains whose motives are hard to find fault in and arguably better than the heroes. Great tier, villains who are retaliating against misdeeds. I need Melderon. I need Melderon's expertise on this.
It's one of those.
It's like ranking antagonists. So like on the right are all antagonists from different things. Like looks like Cthulhu. Looks like what's his name? Gary.
Gary?
Garrosh.
Oh, Gary.
Sylvanas, Gul'dan. I don't know who the top dragon is. I don't know who the second one is either. But it's basically saying like the storytelling got progressively like worse, I think. Kind of thing.
I see. I got you. Yeah, this is over my head right here, but I appreciate the work that went into this. Okay, let's go to the next one. We got a Cloudward gifted a tier 1 sub to Chibby. It's their first sub in the channel. Welcome, Chibi. Thank you, Cloudward. Appreciate it, man. Very appreciate it a lot, man.
Welcome to the family.
Okay. All right, next one up. Take candle. Give me that fucking candle. I can appreciate this. Yes.
So I like this a lot because it's from Dragon Ball PP. So if anyone's ever seen that, it's really, really funny, dude.
What is it? It's like a spoof.
It's a spoof. Yeah. It's
you gotta watch the cartoons. It's hilarious.
I grew up watching DBZ, man. Yeah. DBZ on what was it on Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon? Remember watching DBZ growing up?
Cartoon Network, right?
Yeah,
Cartoon Network. Yeah, that was part of our part of our childhood, man. Watching DBC, Pokemon cards. I appreciate this. All right, next up. This I don't even know what this is from, but this image just cracks me up, dude. Onyxia scale cloak protects the. It's like some burn victim with a.
This is from the last episode of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't give it spoilers.
Yeah.
Okay, no spoilers.
Anyone who didn't watch it. Anyone who watched it will get this.
Protects the wearer from being fully engulfed by the shadow flame.
So if you don't know, if you've seen the episode, when you do Nefarion, you need this cloak because it helps, for the shadow flame. And if you understand the meme of who that person is and why he's wearing that, it's pretty funny. Big points for this one. I really like this one. It's a new meme, and it's relevant in a lot of ways. I like it a lot.
Possibly homebrew too. Possibly homebrew. Took some Photoshop, some effort to put this together. It's kind of a new thing. Okay, yeah. I don't personally understand it, but I appreciate this. Okay, next up, budgeting your money effectively so you can buy your mount when you hit 40. Wasting gold constantly on minor upgrades from the AH. We've all been there, dude. Every single person can relate to this, dude. Because the journey.
I buy upgrades every level.
It took me a while to realize that gear doesn't really add too much, as it doesn't add too much value. Like the stats on gear doesn't add too much. It's mainly your weapon upgrades. It's mainly, that's what you should be investing gold in. But I used to be the same way for many years, man. I would go to the auction house every couple levels, look for some BOE blues on there, and think I'm getting a great deal, and then
I will literally pay 5-10 gold for something that gives 3 more agility.
Yep.
But I have the money right now. If I don't have the money, I'm out. Right.
What is this blue thing though? Is this what is this blue? Is this a troll or something?
Is he
the
Oh, okay.
He bought new gear for his guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got you.
It's done in paint. But
I got you.
Yeah.
All right, move on. We got a few more than usual. We got I think 14 or something like that. All right. The dude's reaching for a yacht and hot girls and chicks on the beach and clubbing, and then Classic's pulling him back, dude. And no sex with a fucking sign through it, dude. That's funny. Dude, I will gladly I would gladly opt for that though. I would dude, Classic all day.
Yeah, but you're gonna be married though. You can't.
That's true. That's no contest.
I'm not getting any right now either way. So.
Yeah, no contest. You know what I mean? Classic is where it's at right now.
Knowledge.
All right, let's move on, man. Okay, so that's a good one. I like this one. All right. World of yeah, I can't. I can't, dude. Yeah, I can't, dude.
Where'd it go? Oh.
It's like a reverse getting jacked to fat, dude. It's like a before and after WoW picture, dude. Day 1, he's got the 8-pack. Day 194.
It's like my photos.
That's funny as fuck, dude. I like this one a lot. This one is hilarious to me. We're all gonna be in the same boat though, man. We gotta motivate each other to still go to the gym a little bit, man. We gotta find a balance. You know, we're gonna be very excited, but we gotta stay on each other, man.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Okay. All right. What's the best way to dump your girlfriend for a classic? Bro, just tell him the classic's coming out and you're gonna be playing 18 hours a day. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Tell them you're gay. That's the easiest way to do it. Just be like, listen, I'm not into girls anymore. Sorry. What are they gonna say? Then you can say about that.
That's true. That's true. Thank you. Okay, this is another Dwayne Johnson one. Thank you so much for coming. Been looking for a healer for ages, but I'm Retribution. Then it cuts to Pulp Fiction. He blows her brains out, dude. All right. I like these two. There's some good ones this week, man. Yeah.
That's putting 2 movies into one. That's pretty good.
Yeah, this is gonna be hard this week, dude.
It is gonna be hard. We have 14 submissions too. God. Okay, we'll do. I'll make a little straw poll right now. That's gonna be a strong. Yo, one guy. Remember that a couple weeks ago? So, yo, what was your straw poll site called? Def Camp. I like that one.
Really, you like that? It's just strawpoll.com, I think.
Oh, okay. Yo, this guy. I don't.
Literally just like strawpoll.com.
Dude, was it last GMA? But someone was saying that that you could play WoW in VR and have a treadmill and stuff. Imagine if the next WoW. Okay, imagine in like 2025. Blizzard comes out with like World of Warcraft. This is my dream. This is legit like my wet dream. I'm intimately sharing with the world right now. That Blizzard in 2025 goes, you know what? We're just gonna re-release World of Warcraft as a new game. It's just gonna be called World of Warcraft though. No crazy weird name. World of Warcraft, and it's like super good new mechanics. Like no, maybe there's not action bars. Maybe there's not the global cooldown, and. If it was super immersive, maybe it was in VR. Maybe we're in like 2030 right now. Imagine though, if you had to walk around the world, it would like perfectly align the incentives so that everyone would be like super healthy. You'd be walking around the world and playing like the best game ever. Like, I don't know. That sounds awesome to me.
I'd just be in a wheelchair or something.
Be in a wheelchair? That would
be an actual Red Paladin in a wheelchair, right?
That's true.
I was just thinking, I always love when you say, if I ever become an out-of-touch baller, guys, this is what I'm doing. I was ready. I was waiting for you to see if you're going to say that.
Dude, I'm going to say that. Well, that's true. If I ever become an out-of-touch baller, I'm going to fund that, man. Even if it's not the VR thing, I just want, like, I think a lot of people are quick to throw away a whole universe and IP for something new. Like, people want to create a new thing. I'm very loyal to the Warcraft IP. Like, I'd rather them just build upon what they currently have and make it more complex and more, colorful and just more depth to it and just continue to flesh it out even further than switch over to a new one. I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about that. That's kind of a separit thing, but
I'm exactly like that. I'm very nostalgic when it comes to everything, basically.
It would be amazing, right? If you could like actually feel like you're your character. I mean, that would be cool and all. But when it comes down to it, right? I think, man, in some form or the other, I'm going to be playing this game 20 years from now. I mean, the fact that it's already 15 years from the launch, people still play Doom. People still play Doom. People are still trying to get, crazy times in Doom and shit like that, like the Doom. I think 20 years from now, we're still going to be playing WoW. I know I will be.
I feel you.
I think there's a point for every game where it's like becomes unplayable though. Like I can't play Super Mario Bros. Anymore, dude. It's just way too.
What about Zelda? Like I can still play Zelda.
The first Zelda,
no problem. Or Ocarina of
Time,
and the first Zelda too. Yeah.
No, the first one I can play Ocarina of Time.
Game Boy?
No, dude, I'm done with that. I can't play it anymore, man.
But let me explain something to you though. So how come people don't say that about like sports and stuff like that? You know what I mean? People don't want to change the formula of sports. They want to keep playing soccer and tennis.
Sports can't change. Yeah, because sports is the real world.
But what if they updated it, fresh coat of paint? They really, re-release World of Warcraft or something like that. Then
okay, that's fine. I'm talking about like in its nascent form, right? Like games get to a point where the technology is so advanced that it becomes unplayable. To me, at least.
But isn't that past time? I mean, isn't World of Warcraft good enough already?
I don't think it's
timeless content, man.
It doesn't apply to World of Warcraft.
Straw poll in the chat, guys. Vote for your favorite meme. I will quickly go through them again.
At some point, Dunedin, I think it will.
Yeah. I feel like since World of Warcraft and since like Age of Mythology and stuff like that, it's really still playable.
Sorry, I'm laughing at this.
Age of Mythology?
Yeah.
Age of Mythology, awesome game, dude. Love Age of Mythology. First game I ever played, I think, on PC was Age of Empires 2.
Wait, where's number 1 for this? It just goes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, here's 1, right? Isn't this 1? Yeah, entering
No,
STV to quest. Oh,
on
shoot,
the
man.
I think you forgot 1.
Alright, 1's not winning anyway. It's all good. Alright, 1. 1 is this. 2 is Nomaragon. 3 is new retail WoW update. 4 is so what class you rolling for Classic. 5 is get ready for Classic with all these little, ships and stuff like that. 6 is the alcoholic one. 7 is drink Coors Light and plays Hunter. I can't, dude. Who made this, dude? And then the next one is the Elder God tier, like this, progression of villains. Number 9 is the Dragon Ball Z candle one. Number 10, Game of Thrones, fresh meme there. Number 11, budgeting your money effectively so you can buy your mount when you hit 40. Number 12, chicks, beach, booze, party, or classic WoW. 13, reverse aesthetic progression towards becoming a fat ass playing classic WoW. And then number 14, Red Paladin meme. Okay.
Sorry,
so many. One, apparently, if Cargos forgot what number it comes before, too.
Sorry,
dude, I'm not a scientist like you, dog.
I didn't say it.
Okay, I'm gonna vote. What am I gonna vote for, dude? What are you guys gonna vote for?
I want number 1.
I'm gonna vote number 4.
Number 4? Which one is 4? 3, 4.
Go through them again real quick, Cargos.
Okay.
Just, really quick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Well, that time you counted right, but...
Okay.
Yeah.
So the straw poll, is it lagging? I voted like a minute ago and 4 still has 0 votes.
Oh, it's working for me.
You have to hit refresh results on the bottom.
Yeah, still.
Oh, 13 is killing it, dude. I love it. Okay, we'll do first to like 10 votes. There's a lot of them, so there's a good distribution. I'll put the straw poll one more time in there for you guys.
I just love the one with your face on it. I don't know why I don't have it. It's pretty funny to me.
That is funny, dude.
Yeah.
Drinks blood of man.
I like the homebrews, man. I really do.
Yeah. classicwow.live. Yeah. There you go. Someone was asking for it. Cool, man. That's cool. All right, let me see. Final call. We'll move on to the next thing. Okay, so the winner of this week's meme competition is number 13, which is the reverse progression from being shredded to being fat, playing classic WoW. I love it, dude. This one well deserved. Let me see who made this one.
Yeah, it's definitely winning that one, yeah.
I think that was Zog Tiger.
Oh my god, dude.
It was Zog Tiger, dude. Zog Tiger's in here too, bro. Zog Tiger, dude. Let me add him.
So many people.
Feel so bad for the person who made number 1. That's so fucked up, man.
Congrats, man. Congrats, Zog Tiger, dude. Good shit. There's some dank memes here this week. All right, so let's move on to the next section now. Congrats, man. Mamrick will get your information. We'll send you out a shirt, man. It's gonna be this cool Plagueland shirt. All right, so we did the meme competition. News and updates. Anybody have any news and updates?
Well, yeah.
Guys, Classic WoW's being released in summer 2019.
And 1.12 itemization.
Yeah, let's start with the itemization.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Talk about itemization.
So someone summarized that last blue post. I didn't make a video on it.
Okay.
It's essentially, this is for the TLDR version, right?
Okay.
If gear changes at any point during Classic WoW, it won't be changing. In Vanilla WoW, it will not be changing in Classic WoW. No stats will change during the entire course of the lifetime of Vanilla WoW. Of Classic WoW. However, gear that came out, that actually came out at different time points, will still come out in those respective phases.
Okay.
That's it.
I was not surprised by this. I honestly planned my whole pre-raid best in slot list already around this like a month ago.
I mean, that's the thing. So, I gotta say, real quick, this blue post came out, and people were freaking out. I instantly got like a plethora of messages which just hit my DM, and I was like, oh my god, what's going on? And I'm checking all these people are like, this is some bullshit. Like, I'm irate. What is going on right now? Blizzard lost their damn mind. So I clicked the blue post. I read through it, and I was like, what is this? Like, we already knew this. That's what I was thinking to myself, at least. Like, we already kind of knew this. They kind of already said this before. They said, like,
especially because of the PvP post with the 1.12 itemization of the PvP gear. That was like, oh well, that means I'm probably going to do the same thing with everything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was actually a reconfirmation of what we knew before.
A reconfirmation. So, right. And okay, we're gonna get some mixed opinions on this because some people are very vocal about progressive itemization in the sense. There's a lot of ways you can interpret progressive itemization, but to many people's definitions, progressive itemization, correct, jump in here if I'm wrong, could be wrong, is that exactly how the gear changed, like even patch by patch, like day by day, month by month. They want Blizzard to roll out the item changes exactly how they did it back during Classic.
Basically.
But the thing is, from my perspective, is this isn't actual Classic. We're not going to have all those little mini updates. We're doing 6 phases, and you're supposed to, like, you know, do the whole Classic server life cycle in 6 phases, which we talked about as a community and we're very excited about. And how weird is that going to feel to a new player or someone who's returning to the game when one day the items just feel from their perception that the items are just flip-flopping around all the time. They don't know what the rhyme or reason is to it.
Yeah, and additionally, remember those gear changes were done because they were fixes. You know, they weren't. They were. Like I mean, even they even said that in the blue post. Like, things did not go, and gear did not go. They thought they would. They didn't. You know, Spirit is a good example. You know, like, why do warriors have like 30 spirit on their gear? It doesn't make any sense. They're in combat. Like, it doesn't do anything.
Agility on, you know, and the other thing is too is like, you know, so a lot of the tier, like for obviously for, you know, I personally, if it was my, you know, choice, I would have liked to see the progressive itemization. But to me, it's not a big deal that they didn't do it, like, because I really expected this to happen. But personally, I would have liked to see the progressive. I think it was really cool experiencing that on a private server where I had, you know, because I never experienced the early game, the early parts of vanilla, and, you know, some pieces of gear as my priest were better in the early patches. Some pieces were horrible, but the overall tier is better for me in the 1.12, like the overall everything together. You know, but it is going to make a big difference. There is a lot more gear with spell power on it in phase 1 now because of this. You know, so there would have been a lot less spell power gear. Mages, and this changes my whole aspect of, like, do I still want to be a power infusion priest? Because, you know, mages and shit will be able to do more DPS, this, that, and the other. For me, it doesn't change too much, though. It really doesn't. And, like, looking at people's pre-raid best in slot list, when you look at every item, you know, pretty much only, like, I don't think I found any other class that's, like, 3 to 5 items that have been, like, really upgraded. And it's not even that substantial, right? We might get like 20 more spell power, or, you know, this, that, and the other. And I'm talking about mostly as casters and healers and things like that, because I really didn't do too much research on everyone else. But for the most part, it's like 3 to 5 pieces of gear that's really changing a lot. You know, a lot of the stuff still remains the same, but, you know, for the most part, like, you know, the tier 1 is going to be more powerful for people, yes, when you get it. But I still think people are going to struggle through MC, people who have never done it before, people who are casual guilds. People are going to struggle on bosses like Gar and Shazra and Ragnaros, and people are going to struggle in BWL. And you know, I mean, at the end of the, you know, at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to have too big of an effect on everyone. It will, however, you know, be a slight change for people. It will be something to maybe get used to at first, but I don't think it's going to be to the point where it's going to ruin my experience. Not at all.
Right. Let's make a list of pros versus cons. I don't know if this has ever been done before. Pros versus cons off the top of the dome. What are the pros and cons towards having this item?
I think it's pretty hard to put in pros and cons, because it's not like progressive itemization is the only thing. It's like in the whole package, it's quite logical that they don't do it, but if they took another route and they went for more patch by patch buffing of stuff, then it would have been a good thing. I mean, let me explain. Basically, they choose to go 1.12 with everything, so it would be strange if they didn't do it for items. So is it a pro or a con? I don't know. It's good that they do it the same for everything. So it would be weird otherwise.
again, this is a difference in perspective. This is a difference in perspective. There's our perspective, and then there's Blizzard's perspective as the developers. What are the sole points of patches? Except for putting out new content, why do patches occur?
To fix shit.
That's it. Exactly. So if you're going to do stuff in 1.12, like Dunedin just said, it's completely wonky to put out gear that in their eyes, not ours, but in their eyes is not good. Right?
Or is not the
it's not optimal, or is not the finished version. So to them, it's like halfway painting a painting and then trying to.
They also, if I remember the Blue Post correctly, they were saying shit like how some of the original bosses, like some of them were bugged. Like the only way to kill Cthulhu was through some like at least initially was through some kind of cheesy way, and a lot of the mechanics were messed up. There was stuff that needed to be legitimately fixed, and like. Do we want to go back and...
It wasn't a cheesy way, it was just impossible, basically.
Yeah, that comparison was a little... Honestly, I'll say that comparison was... I mean, the comparison of saying that the gear itemization was similar to bosses being unkillable, I think that's a little too much. I did, however, like the comparison of, okay, well, we're making talents 1.12. Why should we make gear... Why wouldn't we make gear 1.12?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? That was a better comparison.
I see. Okay.
I don't know. To me, when they talked about, well, of course, we would have, this with like that, and where it was unkillable. That's more of an oversight. That's more of a game breaking like bug.
So,
you know what I mean?
So help me understand the pros of progressive itemization, though. So people want to experience the gear primarily when it was in its kind of nerfed state, so the content is harder, and that they get to experience. Yeah. But I would be thinking to myself the whole time, if I was doing that, I would just be thinking of what final form this gear is going to take eventually. I'd be like, all right, well, this is just a temporary thing. It's going to change to it. It'd be so it'd be like really weird to think about. Like, I don't know.
That's what happened on Nostalres as well. So and people were fine with it. So I guess whatever approach they take, they just need to follow their initial ideas. Yeah. And one of the pros of going with the patch by patch itemization would be that it would be perfect for nostalgic reasons, just solely that. It would make raids a little bit harder. It would make leveling way harder, actually, because many of the low level items were buffed with 1.4 patch, I think it was.
There's some stuff that's buffed later too, man, like the lesser wand, stuff like that, fine light crossbow we were talking about.
Yeah, they're a lot stronger. Yeah.
But a lot of those items were whites first, and they were changed to greens, and also greens were changed to blue, so it makes quite a big difference. But it's okay that they put everything in the 1.12 state, so that's a pro for the 1.12 state. It's way easier for everyone to understand what's going on.
Yeah.
If it went my way, I would go patch by patch, of course. But
okay.
Fine with it.
And the talents as well, you would.
Yeah, everything. But I want to say something about they choose 1.12. So I think many people say Molten Core will still be hard. You said it as well, Defcam. But
not hard, but I still think people will. So I'm not saying that Molten Core is going to be difficult. What I'm saying is people are still going to struggle at it, right?
Maybe,
people
I guess. But
are still going to progress through it. They're not going to just get it done. They're not going to kill every boss right away. Some people are still going to struggle with Gar, with the mechanics of certain bosses. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that it's going to be like people are going to be sitting there like months trying to beat MC. No, that's not.
I don't know, man. It's hard to predict really, because it's not only the gear, it's the talents, like you said, it's the balance of the spells. It's a lot, actually. I think even some of the bosses were nerfed, right?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, we still don't know we still don't know anything about, what the bosses are they going to now, because of this, are they going to slightly increase bosses, HP or something like that? We don't know any of that yet, right? So
we have the 16 debuff slots. If you take it all together, it really adds up, and it makes content a lot easier, especially MC, BWL. So I would really, really like them to buff the early raids to make them as hard as they were with 1.1 patch.
Pro,
basically.
Make a prediction
with progressive itemization, patch by patch, the early content, so Onyxia, Molten Core, stuff like this, before stuff is changed around, is harder. Right?
Yeah. We said with the earlier items.
The earlier content, real quick. Rajesh the Shaman, subscribe with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, my man. Welcome to the channel. The early content will be harder. with their earlier versions of gear.
So these are pros if progressive items. So this is pros for progressive itemization, correct?
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know if it's pros. Okay, differences.
It's
like
differences.
It's like okay, differences.
It's so hard to do this though because it's all
perspective.
Gameplay differences, right?
Cargos, for you, right? For you, this could be bad, but for say someone else in chat, they're like, "Oh, this is gonna make MC easier." That could be a pro for him.
Yeah,
right? So it's also subjective to you know.
But I'm gonna make a prediction right now. Because of this 1.2 itemization, I think BWL and MC are gonna get buffed, and we're not gonna know about it.
But here's another thing: someone just brought up. Raul Ree, you know, in retail, people struggle in LFR.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like that. That's. I think we're overestimating. You know, the casual player base. Like, more than 50% of people who have never been in there before are still going to struggle in MC. Right? They've never done these fights. And you know, and I think you know people struggle in LFR. They have trouble doing things that you can literally in LFR you can just bypass every single mechanic if you want.
Yeah, but no.
Good enough,
You know why not? Why they will not struggle in MC is because people have to level 1 to 60. It takes time. They learn their class. They do a dungeon. The dungeon is hard. They learn how to play. And if you play BFA now, you can be max level. You don't need to know anything. You just click LFR, and you cannot. You can basically know nothing and stand there. And also, some of the bosses in BFA are not buggable, like Jihun.
I think for some bosses, yes, but I think there are some bosses where strategy does become important, like Gar.
Marry one,
you know what I mean?
And
like
kill
I think there will still be walls for people. Like in LFR, you can just go through every boss without. Doesn't matter what your comp is, everything like that. If people go in there not knowing, they know their class, understand this, but they don't understand the mechanics of the fight, or understand that you need warlocks to, to do this or to do that, then I think people will still struggle in that way.
I just see Jello's question.
I see Jello, dude. You have the F1, marry one, and kill one. I can't do it.
There's a question posed to you right now.
my brain cannot compute, dude.
Wow.
Oh my god.
My brain cannot compute. I get a 404 when I think about this, dude. I get a 404 up top.
Questions for Dunedain that was posed to him.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, that's, true.
Well, that's hard. I don't want to kill anyone. I don't want to. I don't want to do F1.
You don't? Sorry.
No. Well.
Thanks for the $5, Jello, dude. You put us between a rock and a hard place, my man.
All right, how about this, dude? How about this?
Right. Yeah.
How about this? Okay, Ragnaros, Nefarian, or we'll say, okay, well, no, we'll do this. Ragnaros, Nefarian, or should we say KT or Cthulhu?
Why are you putting all dudes in there, man?
Cthulhu. Okay, say Cthulhu. Ragnaros, Nefarian, or Cthulhu? Fuck one, kill one, marry one, go.
Wait, Ragnaros, who?
Nefarian.
Nefarian. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh god, dude.
I would kill Nefarian. Fuck Ragnaros and marry.
Oh my god, dude. So you're into tentacles, huh?
Oh god.
No. Yeah. Well, I didn't think about that.
All right, dude.
This just evolved into a
Yeah. Okay,
were we talking about progressive itemization?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's all relative, right?
So,
it's all relative.
Okay, early end game content will be harder if there was progressive itemization. Why is it just early content? Because later content, the stuff gets buffed, right? Okay. So,
it catches up.
It catches up.
Yeah.
Okay. Leveling will definitely be harder and less interesting, what I would say. So some of these items that get buffed, they become like gems, dude. Like the fine light crossbow, the lesser and greater wand, like this is stuff that you factor for, like when you're leveling, right? So I've been practicing my root speed leveling 1 to 20, right? Saving up that cloth to get the lesser magic wands and dual leveling with these cool synergistic professions and having an actual viable reason to get professions. Before this was not on my radar. Before, to my mind, I was like, dude, there's really no reason to be leveling professions. I would just do skinning or something like that. It wouldn't be a big deal. Now there's a legit viable reason to get these professions early and to have this stuff on the map. So I
you
mean,
can make a lot of gold by just selling lesser magic wands and greater magic wands.
yeah, I mean, you don't even have to make the gold though, man. Like if you can just, all you need is like, you know, good amount of cloth, and if you get a green or two or something like that from a quest reward, you can DE that and then use the cloth, and you can get your magic wand. It's something that's actually viable to do, and it makes leveling more interesting to me. Like the fine light crossbow, and again, leveling, I know probably most people aren't super into leveling, but you know, the fine light crossbow, you can only get it in Undercity, and it's sold by one random dude, and like it's super strong, and it's this white item that doesn't have a damage range. The buffs, I think, affect the leveling experience in a good way. I don't know. I can't speak too much about the end game stuff though. Maybe you guys can help out there. It's going to be different.
But if you think leveling is really interesting, if it's really hard, then it might be a pro to have the real progressive itemization. You know. So for you, it's interesting to have some interesting items, but for some people, it might be interesting if it's a little bit harder.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah. I just think, like... Go ahead,
yeah. No, I mean, Dire Maul's coming out in its own phase, so that helps. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the end of the world. It really isn't. Like, for anybody who really thought that they were going to do that, like, I'm sorry, like, that's not how Blizz operates. It's just not. Like, we should have seen this coming. Like, Blizz is not operating that way. They just don't. They're not going to release things from previous patches. It's just... Yeah.
I think the people who are going to blow through, you know, MC are still going to blow through it. The people who are going to struggle with MC are still going to struggle. It's not like there's like now there's like a whole like now like, you know, 90% of the players are just going to, you know, it's not going to change that many people's perspective that much, in my opinion. It will change it to a degree, yes, and what they're going through and all this, but not to a degree to where I think people are really you know, expressing like they're really upset about. But
yeah, it depends. It's so hard to predict, but I would really be upset if we have 15-second boss kills in MC.
Yeah, now Dunade is right in the effect that like all these things together could mean something. Right now, like if we have progressive itemization, since now we have the 16 debuff slots that start, if they were to do the world buffs like they are on private servers and not the way they were back then, if there were to be you know, so if they were to have the, you know, the stats that we saw in the bosses that were in the CDN, which I hope they aren't like that, then yes, all these things together could cause a big difference. But just now what we have, I don't think it is. So we need to make sure that, you know, things like world buffs are the way they were in Classic, and not everyone getting, you know, an Ani head every 2 minutes or whatever. Things like that. You know, and you know, Dire Maul buffs won't be out, of course, yet. So when it comes to world buffs, it will be very limited.
That's true. That's really good points, bro. I didn't think about Dire Maul not being out is going to make MC harder, right?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, Dire Maul buffs are huge for MC for a lot of people.
So
you know, the main buff that people are going to get is the fire resistance buff from Ubers for Ragnaros. I mean, that of course is it's just you need a priest to mind control to get it. But everything else, you know, I mean, like going in there with Flask or whatever, depending on like what the you know, and then we're talking about professions, right? Flask and all these other things, that's going to play a big part into it too. So how, you know, we're looking at other things of like how the economy is, and are people able to afford, you know, Flask, and is it going to be something that's a little less occurrence as we see it on on private servers, you know, like the tank has making sure the tank has their Flask, the Titans on, you know what, to give him his help, but like for the most part, no one else is going to really probably go in there with like a supreme power and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's not going to be that big of a deal, but I think all these things together is what we have to look at and make sure that we don't get too out of hand with it, right? We don't go to the point where everyone has world buffs and all this shit together and everyone's flasking. Then, of course, it'll make it a lot less relevant.
So one guy, Belwa42, has a nice comment in here. He says, I feel like progressive itemization would make 1% of people happy and confuse/irritate the remaining 99%. So that's one thing I'm thinking about. This is marinating in my mind. I don't know what percentage of the overall Classic player base are going to be, you know, private server players, people who have been wanting this for a long time. I have no idea. I would assume it's going to be the minority. So, but on the same note, appealing to the masses is also kind of what made WoW shit, though, kind of. So that there's a certain line of reasoning that suggests that, right? Appealing to the masses. But at the same time, solely appealing to like a group of diehard elitist, 1% private server players who've been playing this game for many years, also has issues. So it's striking a balance between the two. You know what I mean? Like a lot of this stuff, I don't envy Blizzard. They have to make some calls here, man. Like, I honestly think they did a pretty decent job though of what we're getting right now. The thing that bothers me the most, what is one thing that bothers you the most or worries you the most about what you understand about Classic?
1.12 AV.
Really? Explain that to me, dude. I mean, the 16 debuff slots is what is the thing that's kind of.
Well, basically, it all makes sense, so it doesn't really bother me. I first want to make another point. So we literally have everything at 1.12. We have 1.12, basically everything: items, AV, skill set, talent trees, everything. So that totally makes sense. But what would make sense is that, well, let's put it this way. They have progressive content, so that means we will have a 1.1 raid in a 1.12 setting, and that just doesn't add up for me, and that's why I think they will buff Molten Core, so we basically have everything in the 1.12 state. So yeah, that's my first point. So, but what I like least of the 1.12 things we got so far is basically AV, because AV it has some very nostalgic elements to it, to really long battles, and I'm afraid we will miss that. And I know many people don't like it. I know Meldrum doesn't like it that much, but AV is part of Vanilla WoW, and we will have the slightly worse version. So
my question to you guys is this, and first of all, people were pointing out, and I gotta agree with them today for some reason. I don't know why. Earlier I was thinking, Dude Dane, you're looking a lot like Theon today, Theon Greyjoy. I don't know what it is, man, but you're looking like Theon.
Real quick though, Discipulo7 _7 Discipulo.
That's our brother.
Subscribe with Twitch Prime. You know him? You know Discipulo?
Oh yeah, he's been he's been a patron of ours since like day one.
Holy shit, that's awesome, dude. Welcome to the channel, Discipulo. We got some friends of Death Knight Melderon in the house. Oh yes.
And also what I want to say, so since we're getting a lot of the 1.12 stuff, do you guys think they're going to come out with a blue post very soon saying that we're going to get cross-realm battlegrounds?
Oh, no. Please.
He actually does look like Theon. Oh my god, you're right, dude.
I know.
They can't release that information until I tell us server size.
Yeah, so that's what. So my big thing is now is like, I want to make sure, I want to find out server size, right? Are you gonna put the picture of Theon?
Tell me that doesn't look like Dunedain, dude. Tell me.
I know, right?
Tell me that doesn't look like Dunedain.
Like him.
Yeah.
So yeah, well,
you look like a famous.
I'm not quite sure if I'm happy with that, but I've heard it before. So. Do
you know how many grills want this, man? Dude, I think it's a compliment, dude.
Grills, it is a compliment. Absolutely, Theon's handsome. Mm-hmm. So, my thing is like, if we get server sizes that are low, right, low enough, I still believe that there's no need for sharding, right? If we're talking like 3K, even 3K to 5K, I still think there's no need for sharding, right? But I want to make sure that we're having healthy enough sizes also, so that we can, possibly have single server BG. So that's why my number has fluctuated. I still think somewhere between 3K and 5K is the magic number. I still think that that'll be good enough to not have sharding and good enough to not worry about cross-realm BGs. So, in my opinion, a lot of people want cross-realm BGs, a lot of people don't. I think that we can work with it, but I still don't want sharding. Jello,
with the 3 things that will quickly ruin classic cross-realm BGs. Thanks for the $5, man. Character transfers, WoW tokens, and cross-realm BGs.
Quickly ruin classic.
Oh,
okay.
Cross-realm BGs.
Thank you for the $5, man. Let me respond to this real quick.
Still no clarification. Remarks.
So you hit the nail on the head on one thing that resonates with me in particular. So for the longest time, for many years, if you asked me a year ago, if you asked me a few months ago, I would have said no cross-realm BGs. That's the thing I look forward to most in Classic WoW PvP, building a reputation, going into BGs, seeing the same people, having a narrative towards the battles. But this is what I've sort of learned through the past couple months, that at a really high level in practice, it's not going to be the same as it was back in OG Vanilla. There's going to be really high-end pre-mades that run shit. And these people are going to match fix potentially and kind of manipulate or exploit the PvP system and rig the matches so you can Q dodge and match fix and kind of game the system. And that can happen with much more reliability in a server with no cross-realm whatsoever. If it's only your server, you can basically... Now, one point against that would be that could be against TOS, and Blizzard could go in there and moderate that and ban those people. I'm concerned, though. It seems like Blizzard may not have the manpower or desire to have these in-game GMs like that they had back in the day, and they're trying to maybe go towards automation. So that could be a real issue, man. And if Cross-Realm BGs throws a spanner in the works of that plan for match fixing and, or dodging or whatever, in the sense that now you have other servers in the mix, you can't reliably guarantee that you're going to dodge a certain pre-made or get linked up with another pre-made. And this is something that actually affects gameplay. Now, some people will say to that, it's just the classic WoW PvP system, man. Don't take it too seriously. The rank 14 PvP system is flawed. Don't think about the rewards too much. I don't know if I subscribe to that, man. I think the rewards are pretty prestigious, and I would like to try and preserve the integrity of that system. You guys have any thoughts on that?
That was a really good, because I'm actually like, this is a hard one, right? Because I see pros and cons to both. But I see so much, like, personally, selfishly, why I don't want cross-realm, server BGs. Because the first reason that you stated, Cargos, that feel of going in there, seeing people that, like, having that feeling like you're fighting people from your server. I love that. And then I also see a lot of pros to having cross-realm BGs. It's honestly, it's really tough for me. Like, a big part of me is saying no to it. But I understand. It's almost like the same thing I feel with the itemization. Like, I didn't want it, but I understand why they would do it if they did it. You know what I mean? And I just really strongly feel like, okay. A whole big thing that they said in the past, right, is that they want to emulate the feeling of vanilla, right? And cross-realm BGs didn't come out until one, right? So for the longest time, during vanilla, there were no cross-realm battles, and I experienced that, and I liked that, and I remember when it changed. I remember when we got the cross-realm battlegrounds, and it felt a lot different. It did, but the queues were quicker. You didn't get involved in as many pre-mades. It seemed like games went faster. It seemed like but ranking is all relative to your server and relative to what's going on, right? So there's honestly. I'm going to just stay and say that, I'm going to stick with my guns and say I don't want it personally. The other thing that he talked about too was the I forget, I was just going to say, the no cross, he said no server transfers, I think he said, right? There were server transfers in the end of vanilla as well, but it was, to other servers.
From low pop servers, right?
Things like
two low pop
servers.
Yeah.
Two low pop servers, yeah. So honestly, I wouldn't be too, I think, they might have to do something where like low pop servers would have to merge at one point. That's not going to big be.
They're going to have character transfers.
New blue post came up, by the way, just now.
Really?
Nothing too crazy though. You guys are looking at it right now. Let me
Can you move the
scroll up.
It's like a little
yeah. Okay. New blue post, guys. Hot and fresh, Kaivax. The TLDR from this is that there's going to be only one faction per realm. So you're on PvP realms. Oh shit,
yeah.
Spicy.
Yeah, just how it was.
Oh, that's huge.
Shit, spicy.
That's good.
Yeah.
So on normal realms, you can have characters on both factions.
Yep. That's how it was.
That's all it was. That's good. Yep.
It's very
good. This is good news. Does it say anything about cross-server communication, Cargos?
No, but I'm assuming at this point that we're gonna have BNet integration. I'm like one dude.
I meant cross-faction communication. So new blue post hype, boys. Hell yeah!
Izzy Omega hype. Thank you for the $10, man, dude. Izzy Omega, dude. Thank you, buddy. That is hype. That is hype. Good. I mean, it's not some huge news. It's not like a freaking release date, but
Classic
I'm not trying to be.
The following character limits per WoW count: maximum of 10 characters per WoW Classic realm. So 10 characters, guys. So make sure you get your names, you save them, whatever you want to do. A maximum of, what does it say, 50 characters across all of the WoW Classic realms in your region. Okay. A maximum of 50 characters across all of the WoW Classic realms in your region. So region means like North America, right? It doesn't mean just like East Coast. No, region is like your region, okay? So
Tank-
only one faction
tank
per
characters.
realm of PvP realms.
I think that's more than original.
Yeah,
I think
it's
it was
more.
9 in
Okay.
vanilla.
Yeah, I think so.
What, 50?
It was
No,
either
10.
eight, no, in a single
Oh.
realm. It was either 8 or
Yeah.
9.
I think it was 8, wasn't
Well,
it?
I
8?
think
Check
it
right
was
now for you.
8 because you could make
Yeah.
one
I'm
of
pretty
each
sure it was
class.
8.
One of each class for a certain faction.
Correct. Correct.
You can have.
That does make sense, yeah.
Let me see.
And don't go by private servers because that might not be right either.
No, that'll be right.
You
But
think?
they
Yeah,
changed it.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually changed it because there were new classes with some expansions, so you could have one of each class
Right.
later on.
You could have 9 on OG Vanilla.
It was
9.
9.
Okay.
There you go.
So now you can have 10.
For PvE players that have
Yeah.
every class. That's why they had 9. 9
Right.
spots.
Right.
I see.
So then the other one was only one faction per realm on PvP realms, which thank friggin' God, right?
Right.
That is one thing that I really did not like about private servers, but you can't do anything about it because there's only one server.
There's only one server, yeah.
Exactly. So, and then the other one says no overlap or regard with the character limits in battle for Azeroth.
Yeah, which
so
means it doesn't
cares
affect
about
your
that.
character number, yeah.
Right, and it says you will be able to have up to 50 Battle of Azeroth characters and up to 50 WoW Classic characters at the same time. Okay, and that's it. Wow.
It's good.
All right, so short, to the point. Definitely a win on the terms of not having, Alliance and Horde on the same faction. I really don't mind, there being one more character slot. That's not a big deal to me. Can somebody link the
Really,
post?
no changes, man. What the fuck?
You link the post?
I can put it in the chat. Yeah, I can put it in the chat.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Dan, you're not happy about that?
Well,
No,
I know
honestly,
what.
yeah. No. So, Dude, Dane said no changes. There should be
Oh,
no
yeah,
change.
one more character slot.
Yeah.
Here's the Blue Post, guys. It's in the chat right now. It's a small little one. It's a small little nugget, but better than nothing for sure. We did get one on Thursday. Kaivax, my
Yeah.
man, coming through a little bit. That's good. A little bit more color, little nugget to chew on a little bit. That's good.
The good news also is we started talking about server shit. So I think hopefully they're going to keep talking about server stuff. So they already hinted that 50 characters per region, right? So maybe now they'll give an estimate of like, okay, how many servers be at launch per region. Also, how many characters are going to be on the server. I think we really need to fucking know what the server sizes are going to be very, very soon. I want to know this because I think so many other things come down to it, right? Cross server BGs, sharding, it all comes down to server size, in my opinion. I'm not for sharding either way, honestly. I don't think it's needed, necessary. But knowing what the server size is going to be, we'll see. So I'm happy about this. I think a blue post, any fucking news is good news right now.
so
Sharding.
Maldron, what did you think about the cross-realm PvP?
I don't have a very strong opinion on this because I don't PvP a lot. So, for me, it's what would I like to see? I would like to see no cross realm. But Cargos brings up a good point with the Q dodging and a lot of these high-end PvPers with pre-mades and stuff like that. For me, honestly, the only PvP I'm going to do is to get my Lay of the Lifebringer, and then I'm not going to PvP at all on my Shaman. I'll probably do it on an alt, but I'll be focused on endgame PvE. I won't have the time to do both.
You're
So
more of a world PvPer. You like world
yeah, I
PvP.
love world PvP. Yeah, world PvP. I wish Battlegrounds weren't even in the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, I
Yeah.
wish the same. Actually,
Yeah, but for me, it's like it's not going to make or break my experience, but I understand why it could really piss people off one way or another. So I don't know. I honestly, for me, it's like I'd rather not have it at all. I think there should be no cross realm anything at all of any kind. So.
Death Camp, are you going to rank 14?
No, but I'm going to try to get my goal is to get. I think rank 10 is a doable goal for me.
Yeah,
I'd like to try to rank up with Cargos or something like that. A couple of
Hell
us
yeah,
rank
dude.
up together.
Dude, I'm so down. You're going Shadow Priest, right? Oh, dude.
Absolutely,
Dude,
brother.
I'm going Warlock. We're gonna have Essa Warlock, Shadow Priests, Elemental Shamans,
Does this
dude. How
mean
fun
that
does that
major
sound?
city raids
Pre-made.
will
Insane,
happen?
dude.
but if you're at rank 10, I bet you will try to go for a little bit higher. I think.
And yeah, exactly. If I hit rank, another thing, back to Power Infusion if I ever want to, and give you Power Infusion.
Is it just me?
20% increase the spell damage, brother.
Oh, dude, we got a $3 donation. A299 from Matthew Hillsdon. Does this mean that major city raids will happen? Why would this happen? What were we talking about?
He's talking about
Are you talking about phase 1?
In phase 1 and phase 2, definitely.
And phase 2, yeah.
Yeah, I think major city raids will
with
be
no dishonorable kills.
no matter
Absolutely,
what.
yes. Right?
Oh,
no
yeah.
DHKs. There's gonna be major city raids.
That's phase 1.
That is awesome. I'm actually really excited about that. Think about that.
There's phase 2, you still might see some stuff too.
Because that's the
happens.
main thing that people. That's even the top PvPers. They avoid raiding cities and stuff like that because one dishonorable kill can be so impactful towards their
Especially if you're a
towards
high
their ranking.
ranker.
Right? They're a high ranker. Like you can sabotage people like that. But with no DHKs. Dude, phase 1 could be more savage than phase 2. It's possible. We'll see. Like, if you can just kill quest givers mercilessly with no downside, if you can raid major cities, it might be crazy, dude.
Yeah, Zorm's outpost, that alliance dude out there, he's gonna be dead all the time.
Love you guys.
Is it? Oh, and a new donation.
Oh,
Was
you
that
guys.
Leonard?
Green.
Love you guys, Loctaro Gar, for the horde, dude. Leonard, was that you made that meme, dude? Thanks for the $10,
Hey,
Leonard.
that's the one I voted for.
That's funny,
Seven,
dude.
brother. I loved it.
Massive
I loved
Muhammad subscribed with Twitch Prime as well, dude. Massive Muhammad, dude. Welcome,
yeah.
dude. Welcome, dude.
it.
Welcome,
Welcome to
my
the
man.
family, guys.
Hell
This
yeah.
is a fucking family right
It's gonna
here,
be an
boys.
era, ladies and gentlemen. Prepare your poop socks.
Yeah, I preached myself.
You know,
Yeah,
start
right,
stacking up that
absolutely.
PTO. You
I know, right?
quit your
Oh,
jobs.
Can't wait.
Does
Kinda
any of
kidding.
you have like any crazy goals, like getting the Anchorage mount?
You said no, so I'm not. I don't plan on being the what's the name?
Like battle tank or
No, I don't plan on being that.
Scarab Lord?
Scarab Lord.
Yeah, Scarab Lord.
Dune Campter, guys.
Dude, honestly, my goal though is to have an amazing community. I swear. Like that's all you want in life. I mean, we already have it, but I'm saying, can you imagine all of us playing on the same server for real though? Like I've never played with you guys really. I mean, yesterday we played a little bit yesterday.
LP, can I get a status check on Def Camp's alarm clock? It is working. You
Can I
see
get
it?
a status
It's over there in the
check on
corner.
Def
It's not
Camp's
blinking.
alarm
You
clock?
can kind of see it.
What happened? Was it going off or something? Thanks for the $5.
So
man.
everyone they were giving me shit about my alarm clock being it was like never like ever working, and they are always giving me shit because it's never working, and I just left it there all like for like months. But Al, every stream, Al's like, can I get a status check on the alarm clock? So I make sure that I try to move it over so that he can see it. Every raid before every stream before I start, I'm like, shit, Al's gonna give me shit, so let me just move it over a little bit. So it's there, you can see it a little bit. It's not blinking. It's set to the right time, Al. Thank you for checking in, brother.
Ale's in here? Wait, what?
No,
Yeah,
Al
Al's been in
PZ,
here,
Al,
yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
Al's in here too, yeah.
Oh, is he? Ale's in here? Let me do add
he
Ale. Let me
was in
see.
here earlier, yeah.
No, he's
He
gone.
might-
Oh, he's
he
here.
might
I
have
see him. I
left,
see him. I see him.
Yeah.
It's a
Alarm
okay.
clock.
So yo guys, honestly though, how fun is it gonna be to actually play together? Like I'm so excited for that, dude.
I am so looking forward to it.
But
baby.
Trino
It's
subscribed
so
to
much
Twitch
fun.
Prime. Thank you, man. Welcome to the channel, dude. Imagine all these people we've been talking with over the past months, and the hype music's playing in the background. Perfect. Navik, Egregious, Melderon, Defcamp, hopefully Platinum WoW and Taladrill, they go Alliance. We got Dunedain on his alt. We got all these people we've been talking with on the same server together.
Yeah,
How
Tal's gonna play a
crazy is that?
PvE server.
Taladrill needs to go horde, dude.
That's what he
Guys,
thinks.
He needs to play on a PvP server.
He needs to go Femtor, dude.
PvP server.
Yeah. He needs to go
Femtor.
Femtor. I can't wait, Leonard. I can't wait either. We're seriously, guys. We're gonna have such an amazing community. I mean, like literally, just from these streams, like Cargo streams, our streams, every one of us, the community that we have is so fucking good. Everyone in here is just so cool, down to earth, and like this is good people, man. Good.
It really
fucking
is
people,
such
and
good
I
people.
cannot
you,
wait.
you can already feel it on the Discord channels. I mean,
Oh yeah. Mhm.
we have we have now 30 members in the guild, and the Discord is blowing up every day, and
That's
people
awesome,
are talking on voice chat in channels. It's super,
It seems like there's
super
people
fun.
who don't know what faction we're rolling as well. You don't know,
That's
except for
crazy.
Unity.
Yeah.
Semper
We're
Fi,
going
brother.
horde, baby.
One team,
100%.
one fight. Good
No.
luck on your duo speed run to 60.
Kill every alliance person we
Hopefully
find.
it will show
walking
others
down the
the way
street,
and
walking down
encourage
the road,
more
just kill them all.
multiplayer gameplay.
That's what we're gonna do.
Dead of
Listen,
Night,
Semper
Semper
Fi,
Fi, dude.
brothers.
Thanks for the $1, bro. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's gonna. I'm gonna speed run. I'm gonna do a speed run indeed. It's gonna be crazy. I've been working on it. You guys
So
might have
Cargos.
noticed a little bit of a lack of videos and stuff. I've been hitting the lab hard.
Yeah,
My 1
let
to
me
20
ask-
is I could do it legit blindfolded. You could blindfold
Really?
blindfold me, and I could Ray Charles my way to 20. No joke, dude. No joke. Right now,
Wow.
dude.
Okay, let me ask you, Cargo. So
Uh-huh.
so your plan, right? I mean, you realistically,
Yeah.
how long do you think it's going to take you to hit 60?
It's gonna be within the first week for sure. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know the exact amount, but we're going super try hard. Like every pixel counts. Like to where we can tactically die to respawn over at Razor Hill
And
or to
you
respawn.
You have your duo partner already, right?
No, I don't have my duo partner. I wish it was Navik, but he's
okay.
going with Egregious, dude. Egregious and Navik are duo leveling together. We're gonna be racing them. Whoever I'm with, dude, we're gonna be racing them because they're going Shaman Warrior.
I'd go with you, but
Priest Lock is good.
Yeah, I know it is good, but we got Molderon, and the thing is, I'm not going to be leveling him all the time because he's going to have that new job. He's going to be working a lot.
It's
so
true. It's true.
I don't know, man.
I'm going full poop sock though. 18 hours, 24 hours on the first day, then 18 hours a day after. Because we're going.
Oh my god.
We're going hard the first week. We're going the first week.
I will probably lag behind a lot in leveling. But I secretly want to try to get.
There's no rush. I don't know. I
No.
don't know why you guys want to rush.
There's
to
no
60.
rush Meltdown, but people get different like enjoyment from the game. You know what I mean? Some people.
Cargo's love it.
I love doing every dungeon quest, like every single one.
Okay, you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna
convinced
try
me.
to do everything
Number
as well.
one
But
world vanilla
in the long run, I would
GE coming.
secretly hope to get Scarab Lord. I don't know if it's possible.
Oh, you can do
Yeah.
it, man. You can do it, man.
You can do it as long as you get to 60 before. No, I'm just joking.
I want to do the quest line. I don't care about
Yeah.
like being like the first person to do it. Like I want to just like, especially as a priest, to get that beautiful fucking dagger, spell dagger. Oh, so the healing dagger, so nice.
But if the realm size is 2.5k, I think it should be possible.
Oh yeah. So so if the realm size is 2.5k, see, it's just like I think in order for I'm trying to like weigh all these options together, right? So I want it small enough so that sharding's doesn't need to be need to be there, right? But I also wanted it to be healthy enough so that cross realm BGs aren't needed either. So it's almost like this like double-edged sword, you know what I mean? But honestly, I put my faith in the Blizzard developers, man. Especially the classic WoW developers. You know, not so much I don't know what's going on in BFA and all that, but the classic WoW devs, you know, like these blue posts, everything they've been doing so far, and I think it is because our community is so, you know, tight knit for the most part. We all just love this game so much. We're level headed on a lot of things. You know, people might have a little bit of a difference of opinion, but when it comes down to it, the authenticity of this game is what people.
It's
care
so
about.
true. I love this damn game, Dev Camp. Have I ever told you that? World of Warcraft Classic, dude, best game ever.
Sometimes.
Maybe once
Every
or
now
twice.
and then.
Once or twice.
Yeah.
Jello with the $2. Okay, you guys convinced me. Number one world vanilla rogue coming. Okay, man. I hope you're horde, man. I hope you're horde, Jello.
So if you have to choose
for $2
between cross-realm PvP and the original server size, what do you think?
Ooh. Definitely. Original server size. Yeah.
Yeah, original
same.
size,
All day.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, it's easy.
Yeah,
All day.
That's an easy one. Yeah.
It's a good question,
Remember
though.
that Blizzard interview, which I linked in DefCam stream? John H says we can dial it for server pop. Yeah, I remember that VX. Yeah, that was So he was saying, we can dial it back. Yeah. So VX kind of shared that. It was they were doing an interview at the BlizzCon, and they were talking about, server size really isn't what it is back then anymore. And I mean, and you know, the fact is like the way he was making it sound is like they can change it and like do it like. No, I mean, we need to have a set server size. You know, if it's going to be Classic WoW, there needs to be a limit to how many people can be on the server at one time, right? I mean, you know, that's how I see things. Otherwise, you're talking about sharding. I mean, in my opinion, right? Otherwise, you're talking about having sharded realms and you know what I mean? So when you talk about it like that, yeah, is there another option? The other option would have been sharding, and that's not going to happen. I mean, they only said it would happen in the leveling process, right? So we're not talking about sharding, you know, all of freaking Classic. That better not fucking happen. So,
Dude, it's gonna be a fucking era, dude. This is the fresh. This is not just fresh. This is the fresh. This is Classic WoW launch again, dude. Like, we get to go back and be there at day 0 again, dude. It's gonna feel otherworldly, man, once we're finally at the login screen.
oh yeah,
And we're doing this for real. I can't tell you how many times we've run like 1 to 12 or 1 to 20 Def Camp. Like, it has been, you know, so many hundreds of hours at this point to min-max an experience that's gonna take a couple hours to complete. Like, dude, it's I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for it, man. Like,
I honestly I can't wait to create that character, log in for the first time, and just start leveling and just start building my character up, doing my first dungeon. So here's the thing, right? I do want to get ahead of the pack and level relatively quickly, but I also want to experience everything, right? I want to do dungeons. I want to do all the dungeon quests. I want to get all the awesome gear, but I also want to, so that's my thing is I'm going to have to play a lot, right? To maintain, to be ahead of the pack, but also enjoy myself. But I'm telling you right now, my first alt, when I make my first alt, I am taking my fucking time and smelling the roses with him. Because I really enjoy the leveling process. I really love, just playing with friends, messing around, exploring, getting some exploration, maybe joining a raid with other low levels. And this is something that's going to be really cool and distinct in Phase 1. And we did this on launch of another server, right? You can join a raid with other people who were like level 20 to 30, right? And raid, say, Menthil Harbor, right? And do a raid in Menthil Harbor knowing that there's no 60s that are going to come and ruin your day because no one's level 60, right? So you have power in a sense of the more people you have, the more power you have because there's no one out there who's like level 20 levels higher than you. So I think that's so unique in Phase 1 to be able to do these really cool things, these like exploration things where you don't have to worry about someone getting on their main and killing you. So that's what I'm really looking forward to in Phase 1, where it's just going to be an all-out shit show, an all-out battle.
This is stuff that's never been
cities.
available on private servers too, dude. Def Camp, like
No,
Phase
never,
1 with no
no.
dishonorable kills, like doing raids on cities, and oh, dude, it's gonna be crazy, man.
Yeah. So I mean,
the
yeah,
world
it's-
PvP
it's-
shenanigans is gonna happen between what is it, Phase 2 and Phase 3, right? That's when they released the
Phase-
honor system.
Oh my god, dude! Phase 2 is going to be insane. So the launch of Dire Maul and the PvP honor system together. I don't think people realize how much of, and I've said this so many times, but how much of a shit show the Dire Maul complex is going to be. Like, there's going to be people waiting there for people to get in the Dire Maul.
I have a
to
question
rank.
for you though, Def Camp. Why does this game never get old though? I don't understand.
Why does it never get old?
Why is it never, I can watch a movie like one time, second time I watched it, I'm like, it's pretty good, but it like has diminishing returns. Why is this game so good? I don't understand.
I think honestly it's like the stories within there, right? Because like I'll watch a video of Great Wizard or Perplexity and just watch them play. I don't even have to play the game to get me hyped, right? And just looking at how much uniqueness there is to it, how much doing this one play, understanding that what he just did right there was amazing, and understanding all the there's so much nuance involved in this game. There's so much little things that makes it all together. It's the lore, it's the world, it's the stories, it's the community, it's the amazing PvP aspects of it, everything that you can bring to the table because you can create it yourself, right? You can bring things that you like to it, whether it's engineering, whether it's this, the knowledge that you get, because I'm learning every fucking day. Even though the game is 15 years old, there's still things that I don't know about it. That's why it never gets old.
Dude, we're still learning stuff every day.
Every fucking
every
day.
day. Every day I learn
Look
something
at us
new.
dueling last night. Like, I've never dueled, a warlock who had, Skull and Penny Doom, Title Charm, all these like top end items. And now I was dueling at like this high end, like, where high end, and it was a totally different meta, right? Totally different than dueling people out in the world and people who don't have all these items. So it's like, two different things, man. And it never gets old. It never gets old because there's still always something to explore every day. And whether it's someone else's story, whether it's someone else's thing that they're sharing with you, or something that you're experiencing yourself, there's always something new, and it's always amazing.
It's just the game is just good, man. Like, logging
It's
into Valley of Shrouds as a level 1 orc, I don't think it's ever gonna get old to me till the day I die.
Nope.
It's actually like just such a great experience, man. I don't know.
I know, man.
Shall we move to a couple of forum posts?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do
One
it.
of jobs in World of Warcraft seemed pretty interesting.
Yeah, I like that one. Let's read that one.
Jobs in World of Warcraft.
Yeah. I want to be an accountant.
Jobs in World of Warcraft. Jobs in Classic. This one right here.
I'm going to be an interventionist.
Everybody needs a job in Classic WoW. Gold is scarce, and just playing the game will likely leave you broke and frustrated. Mounts are obviously the biggest expense, but regular raiding is costly as well. We will all need gold to hit our in-game goals. How are you gonna get yours? Back in vanilla, I was a gatherer, ore and herbs, and then worked the auction house. After a time, I made all my gold on the AH, primarily buying and reselling. I'll stop right there. How are you guys gonna make your money?
I hope with enchanting. But Meldron, you go.
No, I'm just selling skins.
Skins.
It's unlimited amount of money you can make just while leveling. You can even skin high-end areas as well.
Get those devil swords.
Yeah.
Enchanting and farming for me.
Skinning.
Farming elementals and stuff like that.
I will be skinning early on as well, but that's not an end game goal. So I would like to be like the enchanter of the server, probably. So that would be my job, I guess. And it's something I really look forward to. So I hope it works.
I don't know how I'm gonna make mine yet, man.
I'm gonna move Herb Alchemy when I hit 60 though.
I hear
you do. Yeah.
As a warlock, it's a whole new beast, man. I think it might be crafting runecloth bags to start for a little while.
Oh,
but I'm gonna try and like corner a certain area of the market. You know, you guys ever done that before? Like finding a certain area, understanding the prices really well, and just controlling it.
Yep.
And then I tried it. Failed very hard.
You failed hard.
So, yeah. So I will probably not do it. So one time, it was in the old days in vanilla. I tried to get all the Tiger's Eye and all the Malachite. So turned out it didn't sell for anything. So
I made a lot of money on major mana pots. I was making some of my own. I was getting them from like DM tribute runs, and at one point like they were selling pretty low on the auction house. I bought them all out and resold them for like a gold more than they were going for. Made a shit ton of money just selling major mana pots. Because everyone's going for major mana pots, right? And dark runes as well. Anything, like for me, I love selling things that, consumables, things you need for raiding, like mana pots, runes, and trying to, if you have the gold, right? It's a lot easier to make gold when you have gold.
Mm-hmm.
If you can buy out something in the auction house and sell and pretty much run that little corner. But you're going to have competition. You're going to have people who are going to try to undercut you at every moment. You have to really stay on top of it. But if you have a good amount of money, you can make money so much easier. So maybe I'll go ahead and just try to farm a little bit first. And then.
What do you think it would be cool if there was like no auction house and you had to your in-game shop or whatever and get people to your shop and sell stuff?
Isn't that how it is in like RuneScape, right?
Yeah, I never played RuneScape. Yeah,
so. I don't know. I've never really experienced what it would be like without it auction house, so
I just feel like we're gonna have them, dude. One thing, okay, I would like to see what it looks like to have unlinked auction houses though someday. I feel like that could be the thing that seems conceptually awesome, but it really is a pain in the butt. But anyway, my question to you guys is, what do you think the most profitable profession is right now in private servers, and what do you think the most profitable profession will be in classic? In classic, I'll leave it open-ended like that because it's up to your interpretation of classic.
Alchemy, absolutely
alchemy.
Okay, in what respect though? On private servers right now, in terms of making flasks right now to everybody, or
alchemy?
Because I think alchemy might. You guys thought about alchemy and herbalism being a little bit devalued though, with longer purple, lotus spawns and not everybody being able to afford and have flasks.
If you're the person selling those lotuses and selling those flasks, you're making a ton of money.
But you can still make money with health potions, mana potions.
Without it, you can sell free action pots. You can sell limited invulnerability pots. You can sell, fire resistance, shadow resistance, whatever you need to do, poison, nature resistance. So it's not just about flasks. It's also other things you do, and herbalism as well. Herbalism, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I'll just run and go around picking up some mountain silver sage. By the end of it, I just made like 30 gold. Just doing an AV, one AV, like just picking up some mountain silver sage and dream for it.
Yeah.
Like it's very lucrative. Mining can be lucrative as well. And someone asked before, they said, so engineering for PvP should be done later on if you want to take skinning instead to make money at the start. What do you guys think about that?
I like taking skinning at the start as a hunter because I usually get the 60 before most people and I just go hit the devil source hard. Like on Zethker, that was the last server I played on kind of like hard. Was there wasn't any mafia or anything for the first week or two, at least. I don't know if it fell off, but I was able to go there and just kill devil swords and help my guildies out, get everybody their devil sword set, sell some devil sword, like It was nice, man. I don't know.
Yeah, the beautiful thing about skinning is that you don't have to worry about nodes, right? You just gotta worry about, are there beasts around?
Right.
You kill those beasts, you skin them, and you just continue to do that and do that and do that. You can go back if you're worried about, like, you know, if you have the time, like, go kill stuff that doesn't even give you XP and just like load up on skins. You can make as much money as you want. It's just about how much time you have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
And also,
once you stop leveling, it dips off big time. Like it's not as lucrative. You know what I mean? There's way more stuff you can do, like earlier about.
What about on like a smaller server? Do you think stuff like blacksmithing or enchanting with these rare drop recipes might be more profitable for a few people who get them?
Yeah,
for a while.
There's a spot for every profession, but I think like something like alchemy, many people can be alchemists, make money of it. Something like blacksmithing and enchanting, you only need a few, because only a few people need those items. It's only the high-end traders. So
and then that gear becomes irrelevant as the server ages too. So urban has people make money at any time.
In phase 1 or phase 2, whenever when the enchants for, like, you know, plus healing on, you know, 55 healing and the plus 30 spell power, when they come out, and I mean, when someone has both of them, right? If they have both of them and they're like the only person on the server, you bet that person is making more money than anyone else on that server at that point. Like he can charge 60 gold per, more than that, just for the tip. Like, you know, and they're providing their own mats. You can charge anywhere from 60 to 80 like gold for each enchant. Just to do it, and almost every hardcore person or every raider is going to be getting one of those enchants, whether you're spell power or healer. You know what I mean? That's a lot of fucking gold, dude. That's a lot.
Talking about it makes me super hyped. I really want those. I really want those.
Dude, same here, brother. That's how I feel about enchanting, though. I feel like if it's only worth it for me if I can, you know. And I'm not saying like I don't want to like seem like elitist and all, but like. It means I'm going to have to make sure I'm up to date on all my reputations. You know, you get your Argent one for when the Bracer enchant comes out for the healing and all that stuff. So, you know, you got to make sure you're up to date on your reputations. If you get the drops, things like that, you got to know beforehand. Set this out for the guild. Like, you know, I'm going to be the guild enchanter. If I'm not, then I'm probably not going to take enchanting. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah,
makes sense. Makes sense. I do think one thing that's excited me on the professions front a lot recently is this whole idea, especially with duo leveling. You can do it solo as well. It doesn't have to be a duo leveling thing if you just want to level by yourself. Of being able to organically level professions while you level, right? And really without a lot of time out of your way. So the two ones that stick out are enchanting and skinning. So if you're solo, you can have a bank alt that has tailoring and leatherworking. They can craft all types of greens for you with the skins and cloth that you're receiving from out in the open world. You can DE them yourself and get skill points up to pretty high. You can disenchant and get skill points pretty damn high in Classic. And then you're able to, you know, any quest reward you get, you're able to DE that. When you're doing your pre-bis and you're going through dungeons, you get lots of gear that you may or may not need. You can disenchant that stuff. And I feel like that there's a way to power level both skinning and enchanting so that you hit 60 and you have these professions already leveled up and without much cost to efficiency. I don't know. Something that excites me a lot.
Something else, it's really a minor thing, but from an RP point of view, what I really like in Classic is that you basically in WoW, is that you can be a cook. If you want, you can be like selling chicken to people or stuff like that. You can be
a cook.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And fishing as well. Fishing and cooking. A lot of people like sleep on that shit, man. You can make a lot of money with fishing and cooking. A lot, especially things like knife and soup, and I mean even selling the what is the one that transferred you into the pirate human savory deer delights, just little stuff like that. People love, especially like for a lot of people who play Tarn. They don't want to be big in PvP, so they'll use savory delights, or they'll use, you know, noggin foggers, things like that. You know, and people use it all the time, man. You know, fishing and cooking. Do not sleep on that shit, guys. Also, I'm gonna say something right now for anyone who's like, "Oh, I'm a healer. I don't need first aid." Fucking get first aid, dude.
Always.
I'm a shadow priest, right? People don't realize how beneficial first aid is for a shadow priest. Being able, you know how much mana it is to go in and out of shadow form?
So much.
It's a lot of fucking mana. If you're in a fight and you can just get there and bandage yourself and not have to waste that mana to go in and out of form, it's so nice. Get first aid. If you're a paladin, if you're a
Always,
priest, if you're a druid, always get first aid. Do not sleep on that shit.
It's healing outside of the 5-second rule. You know what I mean? You don't have to forsake
Exactly.
that, and you still get your regen going. It is a little clunkier to get it though on a caster if you are trying to craft that wand. If you're again on a super fresh server, you're trying to get ahead of the pack. It's a very niche type thing though. I feel like 99% of the people who go through a server and level up are not going to be ahead of the pack. They're just going to be leveling on standard conditions, but. Yeah, definitely. First aid is good for like all classes, man. I can't think of a class that it's not good for.
Yeah, literally, I used to go all the time. I would say, "Oh, I'm a priest. Why do I need first aid?" Right? I tell you what, it's so much easier having. I mean, that's a mana that you don't have to use. That's shadow form you don't have to go in and out of. It's so nice to be able to heal while you're in shadow form with it. With, first aid.
Also, cooking. This is one thing that I slept on a lot too. I didn't really realize what it takes to level up cooking until I was getting together with Navik and Egregious and going through the motions, but. If you just know what not to vendor while you're killing shit just organically, like just don't vendor your boar meat. Don't vendor your scorpid, what is it called? Scorpid stinger, I think it's called. The little green thing.
Or your tender wolf meat when you got a fire. And
whatever
shit like
it is, just know what not to vendor. You're already killing these things anyway en route to your objectives. Just hang on to it. Just don't vendor. You don't have to do anything crazy. And you're able to very efficiently level up cooking, you know? Cooking doesn't take a lot of time to do. I don't know. It's a cool thing.
It doesn't, and it's pretty easy to level. You know, there's certain recipes that you need to get through quests in order to level, but they're very, you know, like the one in Daenerys. But you know, another thing is like as a priest, you know, being able to get a little bit of extra stamina and spirit that helps, man. You know what I mean? A lot of times I'll just use my cooking food to give myself a little bit of extra stamina and spirit. That's nice for that. You know, a spirit tap, any extra spirit you have. Or as a warrior, you know, a little bit extra stamina, a little bit extra spirit, it helps while leveling. It really does.
Also, you know how Navik fucks me up in duels, right? The def to get out of his the rocket helm, he just spams Scorpion Surprise, like the little, the second level food you train in Orgrimmar, that little pie, so it gives him a little dot on him, and it just completely negates an entire mechanic of the PvP dueling meta. Like,
you know what I'll do? I'll fear a bug, like one of those little bugs. So that they start attacking me, and then so that they do like 1 damage.
There you go.
If there's like a bug near it, you can just like you know, if you're a warrior, you can use your like demoralizing shout or something like that, and get them to start hitting you. So that when you rocket helm you or something like, or polymorph you, they do like 1 damage to you. So it's only like 1 damage, but you have to be near a bug or whatever.
Yeah, it makes sense. There's all types of weird finesse plays, like even that little squirrel thing that you can drop and like. Rocket helm or charge too. You know what I'm talking about? That a little it's not a mechanical squirrel. A dig rat. That's it. The dig rat. The dig rat. Yep.
Dude, there's so many cool little things like that. Like, dude, if people think that vanilla PvP is not like vanilla PvP is probably one of the most amazing, just nuanced, like in-depth, you know, versions of PvP. It's amazing.
That's the future of Classic, amazing. Man. I'm telling you right now, it's the PvP. I think the PvP is going to hold up, and it's going to be a really good PvP platform. And there's 2 things I'm really excited to when it comes to Classic. You know, obviously going through the content with you guys and building the community is the #1 priority. I want the game to be a success. I want us to have the most awesome community, to wake up every day and just be so excited to live life and just get to chill with you guys and do content with you guys. That's obviously #1 for me. But championing a speed leveling community is something I'm really excited about, and also helping contribute to the PvP scene and showing people that Classic WoW has legitimate legs to stand on as a competitive PvP game, and it's actually really exciting to watch and experience and play. And you know, even more so than the PvE content, I think the PvP stuff has a lot of potential.
I tell you what, Cargos, I watch videos all the time, like a Great Wizard, Perplexity. You can literally sit there and watch a video, and like I find myself pausing every single second to see, oh my god, look what he just did right there. Oh my god, he just did that. Oh my god, he just you know, like Perplexity, he's insane, dude. You'll watch him vanish like a palm, like he knows when the mage is about to palm pyro. Like you see it coming and he vanishes, and since it's in the same batch, he doesn't get hit by the fucking palm pyro.
It's crazy, dude.
And then he opens up, and then he knows like the exact second when combat drops, so that he saps him, and then you know he'll open up, blind somebody, like he did it. He waited to the exact moment someone went out of combat, sapped him, blinded, cheap shotted, and then used it a rocket helm, like all in 1 second, all in 1 fucking second, dude. Like these dudes are so good, at like Perplexity. I mean, you watch him, dude. I know you're not big on rogues cargos, but watch Perplexity. He will change your opinion.
What's that Sun
rogues.
Tzu saying? You got to keep your friends closer and your enemies closer. You know, I gotta learn rogues. I gotta learn how rogues open up.
Perplexity's insane. He is ridiculously good. He will make you look at rogues and just watch the play-by-play. I mean, you literally have to slow it down. Like, there's so much going on from like 1 second to another. It's ridiculous.
It's true. Yeah, it is true, man. It's true. What are you gonna level after priest, man?
Shaman.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
That surprises me.
I know, right?
Melderon turned you on to shaman.
Melderon turned me on, bro. I mean,
You've seen
listen,
the light,
man.
finally.
I didn't see the holy light. I saw the nature light, I guess.
Yeah. You're dropping acid.
So listen, guys. This is what I was so afraid of shamans. Not afraid, but totems really made me not want to play shamans, right? And now totems are literally one of the main reasons why I want to play shamans. Someone was asking me, oh well, how do you work totems into PvP? You can't just sit there and drop your totems and think everyone's going to come to you and you have your preset totems. You need to use totems like they're spells. You need to anticipate someone about to use a polymorph and put down a grounding totem at the last second. You need to anticipate a rogue about to use blind and drop that poison cleansing totem, because you're going to be on the move all the time.
Poison cleansing, that's okay. Yeah, that's pro, dude. That's pro. That's pro.
For blind, exactly, dude.
That's pro.
You got to anticipate that tremor.
That's right. Oh yeah, man, I know that. Yeah.
You're always going to be, and you can do take a rogue out of stealth with Stoneclaw as well.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So you got to anticipate these things. You got to be on the move at all time, on the fly. Be ready to drop these things at any given moment. You got to look at them like spells, not like defensive things.
Definitely. Shaman is one of the hardest classes to play, dude. They're very proactive. Everything you have to do, you have to be ahead of your opponent in terms of where they're at, right? If you think that they're about to do something, you have to anticipate that and drop the totem down preemptively, right, to get value from it. So
yes, and listen, like, there are so many cool nuanced things you can do as a shaman, whether it's elemental or enhancement, that I have fallen in love with. I really have. I love the RP of it as well. I love being like an enhancement, just whacking people. I love getting these big crits as an elemental shaman. I love the war stomp play with elemental as a Tauren. Me, I was going to go rogue because my rogue is my first character.
It blows my mind that you can cast chain lightning in a war stomp.
Yeah, you can cast chain lightning in a war stomp.
That is nutty, dude.
You can literally
drop. If you have the points in it.
Yep.
You can also drop Earthbind and Ghost Wolf if you have points in it to get away.
Yeah.
You can
honestly, everyone says Orc Shaman is the best way to go for PvP, but like I'm not 100% sold on that, bro.
Not for elemental.
For elemental, dude, listen, I just love.
There's so many combos you can pull out with.
So many wombo combos.
You have lots of stuff you can do within that war stomp duration, right? As a Tauren shaman.
And then imagine this war stomp with grenade too, and then you have grenades and because is grenade considered a stunner or an
incapacitate?
Okay, so they don't share DR, right? So that's you have your stun and your incapacitate. So they don't share DR. So there you go, boom, right there. It's amazing. I listen. I have an Orc Shaman right now. I love him. He's amazing. I love being able to get those resist on the stuns. But for my play style, I just love War Stomp.
It's also I hate relying on RNG, man. You know what I mean? I mean, it's a powerful racial, but at the same time, I feel like I want to do something, right? I don't want to just sit there and like, okay, hopefully I get resisted on this stun. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's more engaging.
Yeah, you can rely on, and War Stomp is so good for like tanking. If you want to be a tank, like it's so nice to be able to have an AOE stun as a tank. So fucking nice.
Oh, man. It's nice, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
I think
even as a healer, when I leveled up my shaman, one of my shamans I leveled on private servers. When you're in a 5-man, every time War Stomp was off cooldown, I ran into melee, stomped to make sure that the tank had a few seconds of no damage. It's great, dude. It's a great thing to use.
Yeah. So what's your out gonna be, Meldron?
It's probably gonna be warrior. I love warriors, so it's probably gonna be warrior. If it's not a warrior, I'm probably gonna roll. I don't know, hunter, dude. It got really boring past level 40, dude.
I told you. What did I tell you?
So boring, man.
What did I tell you? I told you.
I tried, dude. I hit level 40, and I'm like, I can't hear that bowstring go back another.
The bowstring.
Yeah, dude. It gets on my nerves after a while, man. It's just like But you're absolutely right, Def Camp. You just you realize how worthless you are without your pet. I think it's Beast Mastery. I understand, it probably gets a lot different when you start raiding and stuff like that. But I feel like Warlocks, if their pet's not there, they can still do a lot of damage and they can still hold their own. Whereas Hunters, I don't feel that way, man. I really don't.
You feel like you lost your legs if you
But you can revive them though pretty easily. You just need them the 2 points in them,
No, it's not that. It's a class fantasy. It's like
because
you
have to rely on
who's the star here?
much,
You know what I mean? It's me as my pet.
Yeah,
I got you. I don't know, but I love warriors a lot. If it's not warrior, it's probably mage. I also love mages.
Yeah.
So.
I did not know
Warriors
that.
are really grown on me, man.
Yeah,
Warriors are really grown on me. I've really had a lot of found respect for warriors.
So you're going shaman. You're going shaman first, then warrior after. So then your alts, you can do a level. You can do a level shaman warrior.
You cut out there, Melrun.
Right, you're going shaman, right? Dev Camp after priest.
Yeah, shaman. I mean, I'm still very definitely shaman, but I'm also gonna have a paladin and a rogue as well. So yeah, I plan on having a lot of all.
Pretty much all classes, man. Hopefully,
and probably a druid as well. I love druids.
Why not,
also,
man?
So.
Have one of every class.
I think I will make it
a druid,
and I will go druid, and I will go paladin on alliance and hunter as an alt if I make an alt, but I will. Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so where is druid gonna be an alt for you or no?
Well, it's on your server, so
right, so you'll have that with us. It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hell yeah, dude. Dunedain's gonna be on our server in some capacity, dude. That's awesome.
Well, you, Cargos, what's your first alt?
It's gonna be Warlock, and then it'll probably be Hunter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, God, dude, I don't know. Yeah, it'll probably be Hunter. And then probably Warrior after that. Nah, I mean, I want a mage too at the same time, just for the utility. I don't even like mages, Def Camp. I don't like the class fantasy of mage. It doesn't appeal to me much, but they're just good.
Yeah,
they're just so good. Like I almost want to level one before my warlock, dude, because it's so good. Like if I were able to just level up a mage first, I feel pretty confident in being able to AoE grind up super quick and then be able to dungeon mob tag.
So useful, dude.
Yep.
I would just dungeon mob tag
useful
all my
in
alts.
every frigging situation.
Every situation. You will
so
never
useful.
not be invited to something as a mage. Like every dungeon group I form, I try to get a mate. I always try.
They're just good.
Just because they're so good. Even if there's no polymorph.
You get free food and water. You get teleport at the end. You got
you get good damage. You get AoE damage. You get,
massive big plays. You're a playmaker.
If you think about it,
you get freezes. You know.
I never met a mage player who regretted going mage. Did you ever meet someone like that?
No.
I never met them like that. They always look like they're living the good life, man. And even though I have
honest, I think they're more self-sufficient than hunters. You know, like everyone says, like hunters are the kings of solo combat. Dude, put a mage in a situation, I can literally make my own food and water at any moment, almost like a warlock. Warlocks have to be actually proactive with that. A mage can literally sit there in his hometown and make like 8 stacks of water. Like, okay, I'm good for like 30 hours of gameplay. Do you know what I mean? You just go out and start playing.
Yeah, I mean, it comes to like soloing dungeons though. I think hunters can solo some dungeons that a mage couldn't.
Dungeons,
Dungeons hunters can handle some pretty beast like difficult combat, but at the same time, that's only to a certain extent because like the hunters aren't gonna be able to solo ZG Crocs and get Bijous. Fuck no. Like
true.
Mage's the only class that can do that.
I soloed Misriel at level like 46 on my as a mage. I soloed every single elite that I had to kill. I soloed as a mage. It is just so easy to kite. Anything that can be kited, you can kite as a mage. As long as I have my what's the name, my mana gem ready and an evocate ready, I can kill anything. Dude, I can literally kill. Anything.
You know what your what your infinite value loop as a mage did, right? Rank 1 frostbolt, bro. It's like.
Oh yeah.
You just rank one frostbolt shit and run around and toss in a little couple damage here or there. Like that is an infinite value loop. As long as something can be slowed, that shit's gonna die eventually. Like.
And if you have another thing I love is mage. So I didn't go this time around. I didn't go AOE build. So I got frostbite, right? If you get a frostbite proc on that like rank 1, or it's just so nice getting that frostbite proc and then getting that huge crit. Like I love frostbite. That's why when I level my mage, I didn't go
AoE.
I didn't go AoE build because frostbite is just frostbite's so good
in PvP.
Dude, if someone jumps on you and they get fucking frozen from your fucking ice barrier. It's so nice.
It's true.
It is just so nice.
But you can always just
It's
keep
so
sheeping
nice,
them, man, and just keep going for the sheep until you
I
eventually
know,
get
but
them into
dude, it's
sheep,
just-
reset, open
it's
up
just
on them,
like,
clap them, dude.
It's a whole bunch of extra CC and just control. It's
Yeah.
so nice.
I just think the frostbite thing is unfortunate because if you take frostbite, you're just limiting your options. You don't have to be super black and white about I'm gonna AoE grind as a mage. I'm gonna single target as a mage. Like you can kind of just make your way through the world going a standard single target, type of damage playstyle until an AoE grinding spot opens up, and then without that talent, at least you have that option on the table to you, or you can just AoE grind for a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, just change. I mean, you're making enough money to go. So just go respec. Here's the thing, Cargos. My question to you is the best duo level partner for mage another mage?
It is. Well, one thing that's really been growing on me a lot with duo leveling as we continue to flesh this stuff out, and again, I learn stuff every day, is that doubling up on classes is usually fucking amazing because you're kind of just like doubling your power level. They have aligned movement speeds. Like, yes, you can kind of make the case of not having, different buffs, but usually the buffs don't even impact it that much, and you're going to have the same damage win condition. So if it's double mage, you can double dip on the AoE grinding win condition. If you're double warlock, you can double dip on the fully double dip into the the rotting the mobs down win condition. Hunters in the same sense, precision damage. Rogues, even double rogue was the nuts when we tried it out. Dude,
so you go one backstack rogue and
you
one
ping pong backstab.
Asking,
you ping pong backstab. You get backstab at level 4.
Right.
You backstab, the guy faces the other guy. Then they backstab. Then you go back and forth. You can plan weapon progression around daggers. You can. It is. Double dipping into double of the same class is really, really strong.
So, what about like a fire mage and a frost mage or an
I would go arcane frost. I was talking to North about this. If you wanted to go double mage, I think double mage is probably the theoretical god tier duo leveling just powerhouse. One going arcane. Arcane does so much damage, dude. Arcane explosion does insane DPS. It is the nuts. Is the nuts. So one arcane, one frost would be like probably the ultimate bis god duo leveling. God tier.
You actually had a lot of influence already. I see.
What's that?
Searching partners. You have a lot of influence on the community. I see many people talking about it, about the dual level.
Oh yeah.
Oh
wow.
Good.
Look at that.
That's good.
$25,
man. THC Force Ghost, my man. WoW remastered in the latest Unreal Engine, but have the same game mechanics. Long live WoW. I hope for WoW 2 someday, but not called WoW 2. I just want them to release it as World of Warcraft again. And just thank you for the 25, my man. That's a very generous donation.
WoW remastered in the latest Unreal Engine,
as long as you still have the original
same
play,
game mechanics. Long live WoW.
I would be so up for that one day. You know what I mean? But it's like this, man. There's still so much. Like we're doing all this, theory crafting and talking about all this. But when we start playing the game, we're gonna be literally finding out something every day. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be beautiful, Cargos. It's I mean, all you guys here, it. Duno Dane, Melderon, you guys have done so much, in-depth look into your classes and what you love about it, and it's just gonna. Every day you get to play the game, you learn something else, and you learn, even if it's just something small, right? Like totem placement or like figuring out the whole. When talking about, I loved when you were talking about the the earthbind kiting and all this stuff and these little things that are just so useful, such little nuggets, so much impact your play. Like Melron doing the shaman tanking thing this time around. Like I'm just so excited to try these things out, to have fun, and to play this game together.
The most exciting duo leveling combination, and it's a testament to everything we've been talking about today. The thing that blew my mind the most out of the past weeks of hitting a lab and trying to figure shit out was the whole idea of the duo warlock leveling, in the sense that 2 warlocks are leveling together and they don't use their pets. How strange is that? How strange is that?
I love it.
They don't use their pets. Your imp just sits there in phase shift, and you just.
This is the Dark Pact build.
It's the Dark Pact, Curse of Exhaustion, infinite value loop, literally nonstop moving. 2 rows of warlock dots on mobs. You actually legitimately have infinite resources. Like it is legitimately infinite resources. Because your imp regens so fast, it has so much spirit on it that you
I want to see this in effect, man. Because I'm having trouble just seeing how I understand it, but I just really want to see it into effect. I want to see it You gotta make a video on it, bro.
But once the game comes out, man, you're gonna be seeing that, man. That's literally what I'm gonna level as duo warlock. That's my preferred thing. I can go warlock priest or warlock at this point, but I'd prefer warlock.
Now,
what
about pre-40 though? What about pre-40?
Pre-40, I still like warlock. We've been speed running 1 to 12 warlock and Duratar, man, and you can do it is faster to duo level than solo level, and I've done both runs playing it near optimally to my mind right now, and you get an acceleration, and the times are somewhat comparable between solo and duo, at least in the early levels. But here's the crazy thing: with duo, you're set up with the wand, you're set up with greens, you're set up like you're good to go. There's higher margin for error. Solo, you can get a comparable time, to get that same level, whether it be 12 or whatever, but you're not going to have that wand as fast, and it's just I don't know. Duo is the nuts, man. I love it. I enjoy it a lot. Even starting from level 1, that's the thing too. Starting from level 1, even from level 1.
So my question, I always wondered that if you're duo leveling, are you, are there times where you just have to grind mobs, or you're just doing quests? You're doing your most efficient quests.
There'll be certain times where you can grind mobs. Like there's certain areas that
are there certain quests you want to stay away from though, like gathering quests?
Not necessarily. If you know how to do the quest and you just very decisively go, this is a pain in the butt, but we're gonna knock it out. You'd be surprised at how fast it goes.
Mobs, right?
Yeah, if you're killing stuff the whole time, you'd be surprised at how fast it goes. Yeah, you'll have some, but a lot of quests are shared quest rewards. Def Camp, you'd be surprised.
Yes.
Some of this stuff like Crom's amulet, on those crocs on the river, that's shared, bro. Like, some of these quests you would think would be a nightmare when duo leveling, but they're actually not. It's actually complementary. It accelerates the rate in which you can complete these quests. And in my mind, like, unless you're playing at the super S tier, God tier, Wizard tier, AoE comps, like, Pally Warlock or Duo Mage, you're going to be getting most of your XP from questing. Like, you're going to be trying to quest as efficiently as possible. And Duo, having 2 people there is going to accelerate the rate in which you complete these quests. So, and then you're also going to be killing stuff at more than 200% increased efficiency if you have another partner there. You're just, you're double dipping. Like, 1 row of Warlock dots may not kill the mob, but 2 rows will just absolutely annihilate it. So, I don't know.
Especially if you know how to find these, really benefit.
The other thing is that when you're going for a weapon upgrade, like if you're a warrior, if you're like warrior shaman, like if you're going to do that with your brother at some point, the fact that both of you can get a guaranteed weapon upgrade and you can double dip into that power spike makes it even more compelling of a case to go out and get that and to go run that dungeon. And it makes stuff like professions and weapon upgrades more viable, more attractive, and then it even has more of a impact the lower levels of a knowledge you have about the game. So imagine if you're coming back to the game after a long while, you're gonna make so many mistakes, dude. Like it's gonna be rough, like having a partner there is gonna help you a lot. I mean, I could talk about this stuff indefinitely. But...
No, it's so true because like and like people think, 2 people is just like you said, 200%. It's not, because like we're leveling right now. It's Shaman Warrior, and just dropping that Wind Fury down for him is fucking. I mean, we just one shot shit, and like where it would have been like it's just double the damage. It's not. It's how much I'm adding to his damage, how much he's adding to mine with his battle shout. All this kind of stuff. It's just ridiculous how some comps just are so good with each other.
And you can drop that and drink right away, dude. You don't even have to be in combat. You just drop the totem.
Exactly.
Go drink.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
It's crazy. So I love it. Like I was wary, especially about like, aren't there some quests maybe we should stay away from? But honestly, just like you said, as long as you're killing shit and you're getting XP, you're good.
You're good. Yeah, you're absolutely you're good. All right, you guys want to wrap up? Any final thoughts?
Sorry.
I'm not going to do a level, so I don't. I think I'm going to enjoy myself more if I solo, and I don't have to have a schedule with someone. So I might do it in an hour.
Just gonna play, man. I just want to play. I really don't want to plan out my leveling experience. Honestly, it's for me. I understand you guys really like it. For me, it's counterintuitive. I just want to have fun. I just want to play.
I'm basically on the same boat.
Yeah. Yeah, I just like to just jump in and just see what happens. I want everything to be a surprise. I don't want to like plan things out.
Yeah,
just go with the flow.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to shaman tanking, and I'm looking forward to skinning and becoming and actually getting involved in my professions. I'm actually going to do leatherworking this time because I want to do it, not because I know it's the best thing, best choice, but I just want to do it. So, and see how it goes.
That's a cool thing. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly. You know, this is probably our last chance, so you know,
Yeah.
I want to make it count, and yeah, just have fun, man.
I can't wait.
Okay,
I can't
so
wait.
let's wrap it up, I guess.
Yep, let's wrap it up, guys. Thank you very much for tuning into the show today, guys. We'll be back same time next week. It's always a blast hanging out with you. Appreciate it.
Just
Absolutely.
in case you don't know yet, if you want to check any of the episodes, check out classicwow.live or my channel. You can choose. It's on both. I will link it in the chat again.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Put it in the chat.
Also,
yeah,
they're
sure.
on podcast format as well if you want to listen to them, and they're on classicwow.live. So if you guys want to catch them on there too. So.
Yep.
Oh yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen,
right,
thanks
boys.
for tuning in. We'll see you next week. It's always fun. Have a good one. Take care.
Yep.
See you
Take
guys
it
Bye-bye.
easy.
tomorrow. Yep. See you guys.